Right, I think we're good. Let's pop that there. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Welcome, welcome. I need to bring something up. Oh God, no, that's wrong. There we go. Put you there. There we go. Right, and put you there. Okie dokie. Right, bear with me folks, I'm just gathering people for this particular stream because it's going to be a review of the new set, so hopefully everyone can see the cards okay. And I'm sorry about any of the adverts that pop up, I do apologise. So just bear with for 1 second. Right, that's that done. You have to bear with me. We're going to do a review and a look at. The reason, very quickly, the reason I'm not playing is because of the Pixelborn is a bit meh at the minute because of the new set added, and I want to have a look at some of the new stuff that's coming up. I am waiting to be joined by some peoples, so hopefully Mark Brindley and a few others will be joining me soon. And yeah, that'll be great. So before we do that though, if you are new, please leave us a follow. That would be wonderful. We are crawling our way up to 50, which is what we need on the follow account on Twitch to get to our what do they call it? I can't remember what they call it now. Yes, one of them anyway. To get to 50, we need to do that. So, but yeah. So if you are watching on YouTube and you want to pop over to our Twitch, it's LD Gaming Live on Twitch. That would be marvelous. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe, leave a share, a comment. Let me know how bad you think I am at playing Lorcana, because obviously I am terrible. But please feel free to let me know. That would be great. If you want to share the channel around, help me out, that would be fantastic as well. I'm going to try and get comfortable because I share the booth with my good lady wife, who has left all her knitting paraphernalia everywhere. So if you were here for the Naughty Knitters stream earlier, yeah, she was there. So we're going to be talking about the new Lorcana set, Ursula's Return, which is out very soon. If you bought it from your friendly local game store, you can pick it up. Very soon. You will be receiving it Friday, I think. But if you didn't and you ordered it online, it will be a couple of weeks. But for everyone else, it's coming soon, and it is in fact the lovely Ursula, and she is in fact back. So there are 200, I believe, 216 cards in the new set. Ah, she's here now, grabbing her things. Do you want to take the rest of it as well, sweets? You sure?
I'll take it after.
Okay. Am I alright to just pop it in the box?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to break anything. So.
Oh, that's okay.
And would you mind grabbing me my drink? It's on the counter.
Yes.
Next to the cards, thank you.
I'll get myself another drink as well.
Yes. So yeah, so we're going to be discussing the new stuff. I'm not playing because Pixelborn doesn't like the new stuff properly just yet, and I don't want to play buggy games. Yes, dear.
Unless you, you've got a different drink to me.
No, there's one on the counter.
That's yours. I'll get myself a different one.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to be joined by Harry soon. I am going to run through the cards while we're waiting for Mark and Harry and everybody else to jump into the voice chat. I'm going to run through in I don't think numerical order. I'm not sure what order this is in, but I'm just going to run through them real quick. I'm not going to stop on the commons. I'm going to go to the good ones. She's back again. Yay, thank you. Thank you, dear.
No worries.
Yes, the super rares and the legendaries and things. So, super rare Gaston. He makes characters cheaper. He's uninkable for 3. That's kind of cool. We have a super rare Bruno Madrigal, where you name a card, and this ability is relevant later. So name a card, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's the named card, you can put it in your hand and gain 3 lore. Otherwise, put it back on top of your deck, which is kind of cool. There's a couple of ways of doing that actually in the game, so that's kind of funky because you can actually set your deck up quite well for that. So yeah. And then you've got Ursula, obviously the Sea Witch Queen, and she is legendary. She has a shift of 5, and whenever this character quests, exert chosen character, and other characters can't exert to sing, which is, I think, very good. So that would be, she's 7/4, so she's awesome. Let's see, what else have we got in the super rare and legendary varieties. So we've got a Pete, Born to Cheat, which I love. He's a musketeer villain. We have got a Zeus, Mr. Lightning Bolts, 0/5 and gets power equal. Whenever this character challenges another character, he gets power equal to the chosen character's power. So could be good. We got a Flynn Rider in red, a 2/2. At the start of your turn, if you have a character in play with more attack than each opposing character, you gain 3 lore. I like that one a lot. Let's see, what other super rares have we got? We have a Noi, Acrobatic Baby. Whenever you play an action, this character takes no damage from challenges this turn. So another quite good Noi there. We're on blue. No supers yet. Have I missed something? There's a load of blue cards missing, surely. That can't be all the blue cards. Must have missed. Oh no, it's not in any. Let me just get these in some kind of order. I thought these were all in order. Let's do it this way. I click this. There we go. That should now be in order. That should be better. Oh my word. So bad at this. There it is. The Cinderella. She's a Singer 9, which is 5 cost and ink, but the Singer 9 is super relevant because of the new spells, the new actions, sing together songs. So, and whenever everybody is finishing eating before they join us, so we will be joined by Abby shortly as well. So Singer 9 and Beautiful Voice. Whenever this character sings a song, your other princess characters get +1 lore until the end of turn, which is quite nice. We've got a Major Domo Cogsworth that we can't see there. We've done Gaston already. Let's see. I'm scrolling through these. I'm going to go back through them all properly later on when everyone joins me. There's a legendary Mickey Mouse with shift 5 when he's 7 cost uninkable. It doesn't matter too much if they've got shift, I don't think. When you play this character, if you played him with shift, you may draw a card for each character with bodyguard you have in play. And he is a Floodborn Hero Musketeer Captain, so that might be relevant at some point. Minnie, Musketeer Champion. She's a Dreamborn Hero and Musketeer. Heroes are relevant in this set. Mark won't be joining us for about an hour, so we'll catch him up in about an hour apparently. But yeah. So then we've got Mirabelle Madrigal. There's a lot of Madrigals in this set, so it's really cool. She has support, and whenever this character quests, other Madrigal characters get +1 lore this turn, which is, I think, could be kind of relevant, but as I said, we'll discuss properly all the usefulnesses of all the things in a bit. Miracle Candle is a rare. I missed that one. We'll come back to that later. So rares. We're on to Amethyst. We have a Belle, Accomplished Mystic. She has Shift 3. Now it's a 4/4 for 5 with Inkable. Whenever you play this character, move up to 3 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. This is a really solid card. We'll come to why in a bit. Bruno Madrigal. That's the one that you name a card, so we've been through that one already. Flotsam, Jetsam. I'll come back to the rares later. Let's see where we are here. All rares. Super rare, Peter Pan Shadow Finder, which is the reverse of the Shadow from the other set. He's a Storyborn hero. He has Rush and Evasive, and your other characters with Evasive gain Rush, which is kind of cool. We'll go flicking through these. Yin Sid, who is an enchanted as well as being a legendary. When you play this character, if you have a character named Magic Broom in play, you may draw a card. While you have 2 or more Broom characters in play, this character gets +2 lore, so he can quest for 3 and he is 2. So they are slowly building towards a Broom themed deck. We go on to my colour now, which is Emerald. I am a big fan of the Emerald colours. I just need to keep an eye on the thing, because I'm not sure if my headphones are actually on or not. Whoops, that didn't do what I wanted it to at all. What am I doing? Buggering this up, that's what I'm doing. I'll hit that button, there we go. Yes, so, right. Anyway, yes, Emerald, as I was saying, let's see. First up, the first legendary, which I think is an amazing card, is Diablo the, what's he called? Devoted Herald. Sorry, there we go. Diablo the Devoted Herald. He has a shift to discard an action card, which I actually think is pretty bad, and I don't think you'll really ever use his shift. Unless you have a good heavy action deck. So yeah, so where was I? Sorry, I got distracted for a second there. I do apologise. I'm trying to get everyone in. I tell people 7 o'clock and they're all eating their tea, so makes a mess of it. So anyway, as I was saying, you discard an action card to shift him. I don't actually think that's super relevant, but he does come with evasive, so he is quite dodgy. He's a 2/2. He is uninkable, which is a bit of a downside. But during each of your opponent's turns, whenever they draw a card, this character is exerted, you may draw a card. So that's really good. I really like this Diablo. I think this one's going to see quite a bit of play. So yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That's definitely one that I quite like. We've got a legendary Hercules, which obviously Hades, I should say, not Hercules. Wrong. Right film, wrong character. The translation is foul play, but I actually think it's probably something a bit different to that. I don't think that's his name. He is a Storyborn villain god or deity. I'm not sure which way around that's going to be. Now this one is an interesting one in that you exert him, banish one of your characters, and then play a character of the same name for free. So I'm not sure about this one. We'll definitely have a discussion about that one later. And I will have a quick mention when I get to the bottom of here about there's the Pete we discussed earlier about the state of songs in this set, which is a bit weird. So we have a Prince Philip, Slayer of Enemies, although the name might be wrong. He's a Floodborn hero prince. He's 6/6 with 3 lore, and he's a super rare. He does have a shift of 6. He is evasive. When you play this character, banish all opposing characters that have taken damage, which I think could be very strong. So we'll see about that one in a bit. We'll drop down a few more because we're just doing the supers and the legendaries for now. We have Zeus, Mr. Lightning Bolts, which we've done. So Ruby, red, one of my other favourite characters there. Colours, so bad. We have Flynn Rider, which we mentioned earlier, the one that if you have the biggest character, you gain 3 lore, which is pretty impressive stuff. We have Mulan, Elite Archer. I'm not too sure about this one. She has a shift of 5. She's a 6-cost inkable. Inkable things are always really good. When you play this character, if you use the shift, she gets +3 strength this turn, which is very relevant. During your turn, whenever this character deals damage to another character in a challenge, deal the same amount of damage to up to 2 other chosen characters. So she comes in, she gets +3, she goes to 5 if you shifted her, which you really want to be doing, I think. To be honest, you want to get that shift in there and get the strength boost. And then she can hit for 5 and do 5 to different other characters. So yeah, that could be really good. Not sure how relevant that will be, but we'll figure that out in a bit. We have Annoy, Fancy Footwork, which we discussed a second ago. There's another there's a Rhea, Loyal Protector, which might be the wrong name, but she's a Storyborn Hero Princess 3/3 with a 3 cost, 1 lore. Each time this character challenges another character, you gain 1 lore for each of your damaged characters. Not a fan of the requirements of these things where it says you do a thing if a thing is already done. So I'm not too sure about that. Oops, I need to whack that a little bit. There we go. Let me just pop that up there so I can see what is going on. Do that. There we go. That's better. So yeah, so I'm not a fan of having things that require other things to happen. We have a Sisu, who is a responsible sister. She is a Floodborn Hero Deity Dragon. She is 8 ink. She is uninkable. She's a 5/4. She has a shift of 6. However, the really powerful ability on this one is when you play this character, banish all opposing characters with strength 2 or less. I believe that card is quite powerful for a shift of 6 characters. So blue-red, I think, a nice home for this, but we'll see. We go on to Sapphire Blue. This is my favourite colours are definitely blue and green. In green, blue, red, purple, yellow, in that order. So yeah. So the first super rare we come to is an uninkable Ariel Treasure Collector. She is 6 with Ward 3/4. And while you have more items in play than your opponent, this character gets +2 lore to go to 5 lore, which I think is quite good. That could be good. We have a super rare Aurora with a shift of 2, which is quite good. She's 4 and she's inkable with a 3/3. She has let's see, your items cannot be chosen, which I believe means targeted, so you can't target the items there. She also has Royal Assortment, which is exert one of your items, look at the top card of your deck, and then place it either on the top or the bottom of your deck. I think that is quite powerful. That's quite a powerful ability. That might be a big game changer, I think, but we'll see. Like I say, mostly just eating up time while I'm joined by other people at the moment. We have a legendary Triton, Champion of Atlantis. It's a young Triton. He is 9, he quests for 3, he's a 7/9, he has shift of 6. And the opposing characters get -1 for each location you have in play, -1 attack. I don't think that's especially good, I'll be honest, but we don't know. Maybe. We'll see. And that, I believe, leads us to Steel. I forgot about Steel in my ranking list. Definitely mid. I think Steel is in the middle. I think it's before Steel. Yeah, I think Steel, I like Steel, but not as much as the others. So it's before Amber, but we'll see anyway. The first super rare up is a new Ariel, Sonic Warrior. That's a very powerful name. She has a shift of 4, she's 6 cost and inkable, she's a 3/8, which is good. And whenever you play a song, you may pay 2 to deal 3 damage to chosen character. I'm not sure about this card. I think it could be powerful, but we'll have to see. Blue Steel probably will like this, I think, but we'll see. We'll see what other people think as well when they finally deem us worthy of joining us. So yeah, well, then we have a Donald Duck Buccaneer, who is a Dreamborn Hero Pirate Captain. During your turn, whenever this character banishes a character in a challenge, your other characters get +1 law this turn, which I quite like. So we'll see about that. I quite like that one. That's a rare. Let's see what we got here. We've got a Magic Broom Brigade Captain, although translation might not be accurate. It's a super rare broom, and it is 6 cost inkable, 2/6 that quest for 2. He has resist +1, which is very nice. This character receives +2 strength for each other character named Magic Broom you have in play. So he has a chance to be quite big on the front end, I think. So yeah. We have a legendary Piglet, which is, I think, my favourite steel card in the new set. He is a 5 cost uninkable, 3/5 with resist 1. And while you have no cards in your hand, this character may challenge ready characters. I don't think the second part is super relevant, but he's a 3/5 for 5 with resist 1 that quest for 3. So we'll see about that. That could be good. I don't know. I'm going to skip over some of the other ones. We have a Rhea Unstoppable Force in its super rare 7 cost inkable character. She's a 3/6 with Challenger +2, Resist +2. These things are very good abilities. It means you do need to do 8 damage to kill her, which is pretty hard. She does 5 damage when she attacks, which is also very good. And it says you gave it your best. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may draw a card. So yeah, so that I think could be a good closer. She's hard to get rid of. She's very hard to kill. So, but we'll obviously do a full list of that. So 204 cards in this set. While we're there. And we're going to quickly scroll back to the top of this, and then we'll see about. We'll pop that there like that. So yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments and in the chat and whatever of the new set. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see if I can very quickly find another site for this. So bear with me, folks. I'll see if I can find a site that doesn't have quite so much goop on it. Every website is absolutely rammed full of adverts, but let's see if we can. Should have had an ad blocker on this really, but I believe, there we go, that's in order, so there we go. Let's see if we can make this bigger. How do we do this? Ah, we can make them bigger, excellent. There we go, that's fantastic. Brilliant. And they're not all in English, but there we go, that'll be fine. Can we perhaps, yes, we can make it so it's visible, so that's cool. Okay, we'll use this one, despite the purging of bloody adverts everywhere, but we'll pop that there, pop that there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's better. You tell I'm good at this. There we go. Fantastic. Right, so we're just waiting for everyone to join us. We've got the full set list up on a site that isn't lorcanaplayer.com, so we thank them for the use of their site. Do appreciate that. You might want to get some of your slightly less adverty base. Hey Harry, how's it going? I'm in the voice chat on the Discord, so if you want to jump in and join me, feel free to. What's it? We are ready for you. Oh yes. I am indeed.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, Harry. Friend.
Welcome.
Yes. So what I've got is I'm on lorcanaplayer.com for the full set list, numbered 1 to 204, which is the set thing. I don't know if you want to find the same list as me or want to go into a different one.
On a card list.
Yeah, so it's lorcanaplayer.com, Ursula's Return card list, and you can. It means I can zoom in on them basically, and make them big for the viewer. Once I've figured.
Ursula's Returns cards.
Yes. Why can't I do that's better? There we go. Right. So yes, I can zoom in on them, and we can go down them all like in order, in set order.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't need to discuss the merits of the commons as the vanilla 1, 2, 2s as much as.
That is true. Have you put them in colour order or something?
They're in set order, number order, which I believe puts them in colour order. So I believe they are in 30. Yeah, there's 34 amber cards. They might jump around, but it's just so they're in number order.
My list looks different. It's the same website, but my list is looking different, but I'm just trying to figure out. I've got Ursula's Return.
Yes. I just googled it and it came up. So it's an American website. So.
Yeah, I'm on the same website. It's just for some reason my list is.
Oh, how bizarre!
It flags up all the enchanteds first.
Oh. No, don't do that. Abby will be upset.
Yes. Yes.
I don't want that.
Or we'll need to give her a
well, she should be in the
disclaimer that before she clicks on anything.
Yeah, don't click things for God's sake. Yeah. There isn't an ad blocker on this PC, and I believe it might need one, but I haven't got time to start messing around and installing one, so I'll just have to make do, I'm afraid.
Ursula's Returns cards. Oops, we can't get to that page. What?
Let me. Can I drop this link in the chat?
Oh yeah, actually that'd probably help.
Let me see if I can.
Let
me see if I can. Aha! There you go. It's in the chat on the Twitch. See if that helps. Yeah, so. No, I decided not.
There we go.
Yeah, there we are. I decided not to play the game tonight because I don't trust Pixelborn not to be crap.
I still haven't updated mine yet. I'm eager to get my hands on the set, but I keep seeing crashes.
Mark mentioned it wasn't great, so
yeah.
I'm gonna wait until Friday, by which point I'll be able to update it, and it should be fine by then. So just to clarify who Harry is the wonderful person who we travel around with to play the Pixelborns, the Lorcanas. He joins me on the stream all the time. We have a VOD available on the YouTube channel where you can watch us having immense fun messing around playing Lorcana. And Harry will be joining us as part of the Lazy Dragon Gaming Experience, as part of the new podcast to do with Lorcana. So we're just working out how to record Harry while he's not in the same room. So that will be fun. But yes, this is Harry. Harry's a good friend. But yes, Mark will be joining us. He said in about an hour, which is, who knows if we'll still be going by then. I don't know.
It's true if we're going through the full set.
Yeah.
I don't think it will take us loads of time.
No.
Because we're not analysing every single card.
No, we won't be analysing everything. So first card is Augustin Madrigal, the Clumsy Dad. He's a 1/2. So he's 1, and he's a 2/2 inkable card, a quest for 1. There's not a lot to be said about him, really. The next one, however, is Alma Madrigal, the matriarch of the family. Do you know what this one does, H?
I was about to click on it and find out.
Yes, it's in Spanish, I believe. But if you,
she's the only one in Spanish.
Yeah, she's the one that stays in Spanish. But if you click on her, you get all her, actual stuff, her ruling. So she's a 3-cost, uninkable character. She's a 1/3, and she has everyone at the table, which is when you play this character, you may search your deck for a Madrigal character, reveal it, shuffle your deck, and put it on top. And at first glance, I don't think this is very good.
It's a strange one because it's like the first card that actually searches something.
Yes.
Albeit it still puts it at the top of your deck and not in your hand.
Yes.
Which is good, because I'd rather just not straight search straight up. Like, never in set 4, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. Just from playing other card games, certain things you're just like, we don't want it yet.
No. But yeah, I at first glance, the reason why I don't think this is very good is because you don't immediately get any benefit from it. However, there is a card in this set that says if you can name the top card of your deck, you gain 3 lore and you add it to your hand. And that's Bruno Madrigal. He's coming up later. So it's worth bearing this card in mind, I think.
Madrigal synergy.
Yeah, for later on, because 3 lore gain is quite a lot.
Yeah.
So yes.
And she quests for 2.
She does quest for 2. Yeah. So and she's a rare, which I think is reasonable. So
yeah, that seems pretty.
I think Alma Madrigal, the matriarch of the family, is worth keeping an eye on. I think there could be some synergy at some point that makes her good.
Only thing is, that's pretty big, is that she's uninkable.
She is uninkable, yeah.
I get why she has to be.
Yes.
But it just depends.
Like, I don't like uninkable combo pieces.
No.
But yeah. But we'll see anyway. Maybe someone can do something with it. The next one up is inkable. And she is Ariel, the singing mermaid, for 4 cost 3/3 with quest for 2, but more importantly, she has Singer 7, which is pretty nuts. Do you think with Singer 7 she's going to see any play?
So I'm trying to. Well, obviously, we've got the new Sing Together feature coming in this set.
Yes.
So 7 is a big.
It's a big chunk.
Her and what are they like?
I think they start at 6 and finish at 10. And I think the 6 cost one's a bit rubbish, but we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah.
But realistically, by turn 5.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're singing, you can hit most of them. If you put down a 3-drop turn 3.
Yep. Her 4, and off you go.
To be fair, you could actually just play. You could get around everything just by playing Aerial turn 3, the singer, and then this Aerial turn 4, and then you've got a Singer 12.
Yes, you can sing for 12, which is pretty impressive.
Which hits every song.
Yeah. So the other thing that I don't know whether this will make her better or worse or whatever, but they haven't yet ruled on the Ursula Deceiver of All part of the combo with the new Sing Together mechanic. They haven't done that yet. We haven't.
Oh, to whether or not she counts as 6 technically.
Yeah. No. Well, it depends whether or not she. So the first thing is obviously she. If you use this Ariel for 7 and her for the 3, you sing the 10 cost song. Do you then sing it again and put it on the bottom with that Ursula? Because technically she has sung the song, but they haven't ruled on it yet. And I think that will determine how good this card is. Because obviously if you can sing all the songs with her, then that's pretty cracked. She also sings Be Prepared as well, just as a,
Yeah, I also...
the old school cards.
I think, just quickly with the Ursula thing, obviously my thoughts on some rulings have been the opposite of what I thought should be.
Okay.
But I feel like with the Ursula thing, so you sing, let's say you sing and you sing with another card, sing together. Obviously the Ursula can sing again, but the other card can't. So I feel like you just can't choose to sing that song again because you don't meet the requirements to sing it, whereas Ursula, normally singing a song, you hit that requirement twice.
That is true. I don't know whether that. I don't.
But it depends. Like, I don't know how they're going to go with that ruling.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They haven't ruled on it yet. They have said they're going to. So, but overall,
She's good.
I think she's good. I think she will see some play. I don't think she's degenerately broken.
Singer 7's a bit of a strange one because yes, she can sing "Be Prepared," but I think apart from that, she's just helpful to sing.
Yeah.
Stuff, but at least she's got you covered. Depending on what you can run all sorts. I don't think there was many songs above 5 anyway.
No, I think the only most of the songs capped at 5, and then the only ones you wanted to sing above that was "Be Prepared," right? I mean, everything else was much less. Speaking of singing songs above 5, the next one is a legendary. That one was rare, by the way. That was a rare slot one. The next one is legendary.
Good rare as well.
Yeah, good one.
Last thing, like it could have been a super, but it's a rare.
Yeah. So the next one is legendary, and the next one is a Cinderella Melody Weaver. She's a 1/5 5 cost inkable card. She quests for 2, and she has Singer 9, which is bonkers. And not just that, whenever this character sings a song, your other princess characters get +1 lore this turn, so they quest for a +1. This one I think could be very good. There are a lot of princesses that the decks play, so the other Cinderellas obviously are all princesses. The Ariels are all princesses. So you can sing a big song and then quest for a bunch with them, like off the back of it. So I believe Rapunzel, who already quests for 2 and is a 1/5 for 4, I believe she's a princess as well from the earlier sets. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I think that I'm pretty certain this is going to see play in decks. 1/5 is very big, hard to get rid of.
I feel it's good. Singer 9, like when you first look at it, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as scary as some people think it is. Obviously, you can, like we just said with the aerial, like there's not much above 5.
No, so there's
Be prepared, and this is definitely more to sing the group songs.
Yes.
But it covers every base anyway.
Yeah, I mean, just because she can sing for 9 doesn't stop her singing A Whole New World, right? So
yeah.
And it goes in that deck. Like, I don't know if they have many 5-drop. She's a 5-drop, so like she can sing a bunch of stuff in the Steel Song deck. Plus the new stuff that we haven't got to yet. But yeah,
It's a good thing she has that the beautiful voice thing.
Yes.
It's just handy. Like in Steel Song, there are a lot of princesses anyway. So as long as you've kept them alive.
Yeah, like I said, the original Cinderellas that they run and all the Rapunzels and things, they all.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think depending on the meta, this might replace Shiftsin, but only meta dependent.
Yeah.
Because you want Shiftsin to actually kill things. If you can just quest your way to game, this is.
Yeah, I think she might do it a little bit quicker if you've got a bunch of Ariels and Cinderellas, the tiny ones in play, and then you just sing a thing that kills all your opponent's stuff. Or like grab your swords. She just sings grab your swords and then you quest for like 7.
Yeah.
Like
I'm glad it's not a shift target because that would
be horrible. Yeah, I'm glad she's.
You need it to sit on the board to take a turn.
Yeah. I'm glad she doesn't sing. I
like legendary.
Yes, definitely a good legendary card. The next one is Cogsworth, Major Domo. He is a 4-cost 3/3. He is inkable, Dreamboard ally, and whenever this character quests, you may give a chosen character -2 power until the start of your next turn. He's a common. He's fine. I don't know if you.
I think he's okay.
Yeah,
I like the artwork as well.
I do. He's very. Yes, the artwork on him is amazing. He's been surrounded by an army of knives, forks, and spoons, and he's brandishing some scissors. Also, those knives, forks, and spoons are all holding torches somehow, which is quite scary. Oh wow, he's actually got a fork on his shoulder as well. I didn't send that, but yeah, the artwork, premium artwork on the Major Domo. We like that one. If you played WoW, the Major Domo was a boss in Molten Core. So there you go. Next one's an uncommon. Daisy Duck, lovely lady. Vanilla 1/3 for 1 that quests for 1.
Super quick, I think it's good. It's nice for Amber to have their own 1/3.
Yes, I like.
I haven't had one yet. That's about it.
Yeah, I like 1/3s. I don't know if there's any Daisy Duck shifters, but we'll find out, I suppose. If there is anything to shift her onto. We have another Daisy Duck. She was uncommon, by the way. That one. The common one is better, I think. She's a 4-cost 2/3. And when you play this,
realistically, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, when you play this character, each opponent chooses and discards a card.
So from the start, I feel like this should have been the uncommon, but I'm glad it's the common because if I need them, I can get them easier.
Yes.
Because this is way better. The fact that it has a what do I call it? An ETB?
An ETB. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that. And it's each time. If you wanted to, you can, do this with the bounce combo stuff.
Yes.
You could as well throw it in a Mufasa deck because it does something when it hits the board.
Yeah.
Discarding it turn 4 is good.
So I do have a thing, because this in takes up the slot that Friar Tuck would have taken up previously in decks, I think, even though he is green. And he's a 4-cost 2/4 that quests for 2. Yeah. His restriction being that you have to have more cards in your hand. The person with the most cards discards. So it's a little bit hit and miss, but I do think that she possibly could have quested for 2 or been a 2/4 to get her away from some of the removal spells. But other than that, I do like Daisy Duck, and I do think there might be a green and yellow discard deck coming.
Oh, 100%. I think there will be.
Because there's a lot of things now that say discard cards. There's Daisy Duck, Musketeer Spy. I love the artwork. She's looking very stealthy, and she's spying on Pete in the background, cackling maniacally. So that was kind of cool. I like that.
Hello, by the way.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Bloody hell. Hey, Abby.
I've been lurking, waiting for a moment to
jump in. So I put a link on the Twitch channel where you can join our list where we are up to. It takes you to the list that we are at.
Does this list have enchanted?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm scrolling down just to see.
Now, at the top, it doesn't because I checked that. But I suspect
the top's fine.
The top is
on anything else on that website though because I said it first.
Yeah. So the rest of the website is a danger for you, Abby. But the list I have with the link is safe.
If not, because I'm just popping it while I've got your stream open at the same time, so I can see the video. I was thinking my opinion on Daisy. The health thing.
Yes.
Having played that green steel deck and against your removal decks, the difference from 3 health to 4 feels massive.
Yes, I agree.
Because all it takes is a Tinkerbell grab.
Yeah.
Or any spell song, anything that does 2 damage to it, and then it just takes a single Tinkerbell to just destroy everything else that you've got out. Whereas, so I don't know if Friar would get replaced if it came down to a deck putting Friar or this.
Yeah, I'm the same. I agree.
Only because, more often than not, you are playing Friar in a situation where you're either inking it or you're playing him in a situation where you have got more cards, or you're playing him in a top deck war where your opponent then can't keep card, gets punished for keeping a card when you haven't got it, and he's just so much stickier.
That was 100%. That was 100% what I was thinking about it. That 2/3. I think makes a big difference. And she does only quest for 1, whereas Friar quests for 2, and that can also make a big difference as well.
Yeah. So quick thing.
Yep.
Right at the bottom of this list, as you get to the very last few steel things, the enchanteds then pop up from there.
Okay. So we'll avoid.
Don't go. Yeah.
Don't go too far. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we get that far, I will shut the stream down.
Yes.
I'll just.
All I will say is it's probably safe. Is once we get to the steel piglet.
Yeah.
Then don't scroll because then there's a bit of a safe way in case you accidentally scroll.
Okay.
There's a little bit more steel before enchanters pop up.
Okie dokie.
And my last say quickly on anything is she's a musketeer, and I will one day make that deck viable, at least at locals. So I look forward to.
She is a Musketeer spy, and Musketeers actually. There are some good Musketeer cards. We're about to get one of them actually. So we're on to Donald Duck, Musketeer Soldier, and I think this is quite a good Musketeer card. He is a 3-cost 2/3 with Bodyguard, quest for 1. However, he has Wait for Me, which says when you play this character, chosen character gets +1 lore this turn.
I don't think I read this. I've seen this card. I don't remember seeing Wait for Me was even a thing.
Yes, Wait for Me is a thing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fun.
I like it. I don't think it's exceptionally broken or good or whatever, but I think it's a good card. And if Musketeers specific things. Oh, the other thing to note about him is he's also a hero, which comes up later. But yeah, I think Musketeer specific things, they're really pushing heroes, Musketeers, and stuff like that. So yeah, he could be. I think he could be good. But he is, I think, a common. I want to say. Let's have a look.
I feel like
uncommon.
He's
I feel
not
like
half good.
No, let's pick one. Go on, Abby. You go.
I think he's like half a goat because you're required to have another character on the board. But
Yes. Yeah.
he can, or maybe a quarter of a goat because a
Quarter
goat on
of
the
a
board
goat,
is
yeah.
just aggravating. But yeah, I don't mind him.
I think,
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
so.
like he's not going to be a 4 of.
No.
If even in a Musketeer deck, I think you're only throwing maybe 2 in.
Yeah.
Because there are better, depending on realistically with bodyguards, or at least with Musketeers right now, you are running, it'll be Amber Steel,
Yes.
and there are better bodyguards to run at 3, like the Prince.
That's true. That is
He already
true.
quests for 2 and he has resist 1 or 2, whatever it is. So.
That's fair. So the next one up, if we're done with Donald, the uncommon, is another uncommon, is Felix Madrigal. Felix is a 3-cost 2/4, quest for 2, Storyborn ally Madrigal, fun-loving family man. He doesn't do anything. He's just there. Definitely sealed deck filler for me. Draft / sealed deck
Agreed.
filler. But
A decentish stat line, but yeah,
Yep.
it's not going to get used in
No.
big play unless.
unless
I
Madrigal.
don't know. I don't actually know. There's another 3 cost with that stat line, but
No. But yeah, just a good card, but definitely filler. Mainly because next is super rare Gaston, who is the despicable dealer, which I believe he was dealing some things. He's a Storyborn villain. He's a 3-cost uninkable 2/4. Quest for 1, and when you tap him, or exert him, I should say. I'm using the wrong terminologies. You may pay 2 less for the next character that you play this turn. Thoughts? I know what my thought is.
I don't think he's better than Doc. Which is the slot he's
I would
taking,
kind
right?
of agree right now, because Doc is a 3-cost that quests for 2, 2, 3.
Uninkable.
Yeah,
as well.
he's an inkable. He quests for 1. I think the good thing is he's got the 4 willpower, because he's probably going to survive, so you can bring out something big turn 4.
Just, I don't think it's better than the Pluto Doc Summit Big line.
So I have a theory about this card, and that is that the only saving grace of this card is that he has 4 toughness. The rest of the what he does, he's uninkable, which I don't like. I don't like uninkable cards unless they're really powerful.
You know what's quite funny?
Go.
Is it's just because this is what I really like about Lorcana, is sometimes like the synergy that you don't realize is happening, but it makes sense. Is that with something like this, you can get a pretty good combo off if you Gaston, you tap him, and then you pay nothing for the Ruby LeFou that readies him, and then you can tap him again and bring something else out. And I just think it's funny because it's LeFou and Gaston.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
And he brings out a LeFou for free, and then you tap him, and then you can, I don't know what you on turn 4, so you can actually bring out a 6 cost, so you get a free card anyway.
That is true.
Just because it's Gaston and LeFou, it's a nice little combo, to be fair. But
That is
because they're
true.
both- yeah.
Yeah. There is another LeFou that makes himself cheaper if you have a Gaston in play, which costs 3.
I really liked it, wanted it to work, and it just isn't.
No,
like, it's a 1/2. It quests for 2. You can cost 1.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have Gaston out.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, now that this Gaston's a thing, there's an actual and earlier Gaston. Oh wait, no, we have. What's the other one? Is it a 3 cost?
Yeah, there's a 3 cost one, I think.
Yeah.
I just don't think that this card has got a spot because it's uninkable. I just don't. I just think that Doc in this situation is just Doc better, basically. So I think we're all agreed. I don't, but obviously we can be wrong. So who knows? But anyway,
I will be wrong on a lot of things. I am every set, but then a lot of people are because they say certain cards are unplayable. They become like top cards. Beast Tragic Hero is a big thing. Yeah, it's not that good. Most expensive legendary in the game. Yeah,
because anything that says draw 2 cards or kill anything in front of it is good, right? So, anyway, moving on to a rare. Now this one is going to cause some issues, I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll disagree. This is a Golden Harp, Enchanter of the Land. It's 1 cost, inkable, 1/4, quest for 2. However, at the end of your turn, if you didn't play a song this turn, banish this character. Well, what do we think?
I don't like it. But I think I have a different opinion to a lot of people, but I am also not a good deck builder or card game player or assessor of cards, so I'm coming at this from a new player perspective, I guess. Card game perspective, I can't see... Everyone keeps telling me, like, 2-for-1s are bad. 2-for-1s are bad.
Yep.
And feels like a 2-for-1 to yourself.
Yes, so I have the thought that at any point where a card requires me to have other cards and play them when I might necessarily not want to play them just to keep the first card, and she doesn't sing anything, which is weird. This harp can't sing, despite the picture is of her singing or playing a melody or whatever.
Very true.
So she's inkable, which is fine, but currently there aren't any mechanics that say if a character was banished this turn, do X, like gain lore or something. Unless they're at locations. I think there are a couple of locations that might do that.
The only thing I can think of is that
there's Montanui, right?
Montanui. You'd have to play her, move her to Montanui, and then if she does get banished. But I don't think Ruby Sapphire is a thing, especially with the lack of songs that deck has.
No, it's just like I just don't see it being very good. Like you can't play it on turn 1 because it dies. Which that's fine. When you play it later on, its stat line becomes way worse, and you might have played your songs by the time you draw it, so you can't play it anyway. Which basically just means you're inking it every time you get it, which is okay. But why would you run a 56 card deck with 4 cards that you're always going to ink? So
very true.
Yeah, I don't see top decking this. I think is a very feel bad. So I'm with Abby on this. I don't like this card. I don't think it's going to see any play, I'll be honest.
Just because I don't like it, there's going to be a deck that runs it for like a very specific reason that does really well, and I'm going to be like, yep, I knew nothing.
I feel like people will really try and make it work.
I do too.
Mind it. I think she's a very fun stat line. I like the fact that she's a 1/1/4 that quests for 2. A little bit surprised she's inkable because I feel like even with the stat line she has, they could have made her uninkable. But that's why I think she might see play more than you guys might, because if she is in a bad situation, you don't want to top deck her obviously, but if you're in like that steel song where you're in like complete control sort of situation, you throw her down. If not, yeah, she is ink.
Why would you not just run the Sleepy's Flute though at that point?
What, to gain a lot?
Yeah.
Depending on what your uninkables cap is.
Maybe. I suppose there might be decks that need inkable
you could
cards.
run both, to be fair. But I don't think, once again, this is definitely not a card you run in 4 of in any build.
The thing is, I don't think it's very good late game though either. Like, surely it's win more in the late game.
I feel like mid game when you're trying to really push, especially with Steel Song, if you can just get that extra couple of lore on the board, if that point you've got like the whole new world, you've got songs everywhere. You know, coming out.
True. True.
But I still don't think she's like great.
No.
I'd probably in the set. This is a above average card, but not like a 6 out of 10.
She needs a better stat line. She needs a better stat line to have a banish. Because the thing is, if you're not playing a turn 1, she dies.
Yep.
You're not really playing a turn 2 because there's no songs turn 2, unless you've played Cinderella. And then you can play her and sing a song with Cinderella.
She's a mid-game card.
But the thing is, the second you tap her sideways, if there's Mim Fox, she dies. It's like if she was a 1/5, it would feel more playable. But 4, I know literally like we're saying the opposite about Freya took like 3 to 4 being really important, but that 4 as well is not.
I do think
because you're playing her, you're not playing a turn 1. And if you don't play a turn 2, and later on there's so much stuff that just kills her the second she's turned sideways. So you're playing a song to keep her on the board for her then just to die the turn after.
True, but I also think that the songs like you are playing the songs with the like they will be doing something. I think with Steel Song there's always a reason. Whether you're playing like a more aggressive stuff like Storm Rage on, Strength, things like that, which is, your opponent's just not going to not throw down cards thinking you're going to have a song that you can't play and therefore it gets rid of Harp. They're going to want to put pressure on the board.
True.
Or like, I don't know like what the Steel Song guilds are going to look like in the next set. Obviously you can run Be Our Guest and things like that. I feel like there's more chance she doesn't see play later in the set. I feel like there's a higher chance as we start the set people are going to want to just give her a go.
Yeah, I agree. I think people are going to try and make this work because she quests for 2 and she only costs 1.
Rather than looking at her and thinking she will work, I think it's a maybe. People just want her to. I want her to because I enjoy the fact like it just 1/4 quest for 2. 1 has a funky little effect if you can keep her on the board. But yeah, she will die to most things. But I guess it takes pressure off other cards. You don't want to die like your little Cinderellas.
I honestly think that she's more likely to die to herself than she is for other people killing her. To be honest, because you're gonna just be like, "I'll kill you, Cinderella." She sings the songs, and then you're forced to keep her or sing or play a song, hardcast a song, and you might want to play your Ariel instead of that. Which means you can't sing the song, so she's just going to kill herself, like over and over again. Because obviously, if you played like the Cinderella into her, sing a song, you just kill the Cinderella and stop them singing songs. So, which you want to be doing anyway against Steel Song. But the point is that then you've essentially 3 for 1 of them at that point, which is So I don't know. Maybe she's an aggro card. Maybe there's an aggro deck with her in it. Good stats.
Maybe.
Good stats for an aggro card. Maybe we're looking at it wrong.
I put her a little bit above average, but even just the last thing for me with this, even if it is in an aggro build, the aggro build has to play cards and sing songs. I think that might be not a good idea.
Yeah, fair. I'm not sure.
Aggro is literally just play cards, turn. Pass.
Yeah. Let's move on anyway. I think we've discussed that. That's I think going to be the most contentious card. I think that was going to be the one that causes all the.
So far, definitely.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. We're on to another musketeer. I didn't actually clock what rarity it was. A rare goofy musketeer swordsman. He's a 4-cost uninkable 3/4. A quest for 2. He's a Dreamborn hero musketeer, and whenever you play a character with bodyguard, ready this character. He can't quest for the rest of the turn. I don't actually like things that say ready them, they can't quest. But in this instance, he's a musketeer, which could mean that he becomes relevant because there are other musketeer cards that add things. So I think he could be good, but I'm gonna.
It's weird. So he's uninkable and he's 4. You've got to think about what else you're playing on 4, especially in the musketeer deck. At least with a build, I don't know. Like you might want to play the bodyguard armor, which is a 4-cost uninkable item.
That is true.
It helps you draw cards when bodyguards die.
I do think it is. I do think the mouse is it mouse armor? It's called.
Yes, mouse armor.
Mouse armor is.
Mouse armor. It's musketeer tabard.
Musketeer tabard, I think. Yeah, that's the one. It plays bodyguard, draws a card, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When one dies, I can't remember.
Yeah, Mouse Armor gives them +1 resist, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just not. I don't like the tagline. He can't quest for the rest of the term. Like, let them quest twice. It's not that bad. There are way worse cards coming up than letting this guy quest twice. I do, however, like the fact that his ability is called On Gorsh as opposed to On Guard. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, but,
what about you, Abby?
What do you think?
I don't mind it. I'm not. The problem with Amber cards is I'm really not as good at. I don't know them as well.
Fair.
So I can't actually pick out what it would replace. Because I think I played one game of Amber Steel for fun, and went nope.
For fun.
For fun. For fun.
What? Well, yeah, but I was like, I played it. I picked it. I think it was Zan Saeed's deck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, so this is. I was like, this is a good deck. This is 100% a good deck. And I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't know.
I did exactly the same thing. I despise Amber Steel. So yeah.
Yeah, Amber cards are just not my. It's very fickle. I'm just the color does not aesthetically please me. There's nothing wrong with some of the cards. It just is not my color.
Fair. Fair enough.
Which is not a good card game attitude when some cards are good in Amber, but it's also not. The play style of the Amber deck isn't my play style.
Fair.
I don't fully know where my play style is yet, but I know it's not Amber. I ruled that one out pretty quick.
That's completely fair.
So I don't know the cards in Amber very well, so I don't know what it's kind of competing against. But I don't mind it. But
in a random deck, I don't think this sees any play.
No.
If you want to build a Musketeer themed deck that is semi-viable, I still actually don't think this sees play.
I agree.
Your 4-cost Uninkables, even like before looking at this set, are pretty. Or your Uninkable count is. This isn't better than the other ones, and you have 4-cost cards like Rapunzel.
Yeah.
That's going to be a better card.
Yeah, so
especially if your other things have bodyguard, they will be damaged by that point, or you'd expect them to be.
Yeah, I just think you've got better 4-cost things, right? In most colours. So
I'm going to try and get up a list on my phone of the regular stuff we have in the first 3 sets, just for.
Yeah, that's fair. So moving on, anyway, we don't think Goofy's worthy of his rare slot. I'm very sorry, Goofy. I do love you, but I don't think you're worthy of your rare slot, my friend. You are an uncommon at best. Gosh! That was the best part of his card. We're moving on to another Madrigal, a Juliet Madrigal. She is uncommon. And she says she's a 3-cost inkable card. She's a 1/4. She's an excellent cook. I am hungry, so I would hope so. When you play this character, you may remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. If you remove damage this way, you may draw a card. I like this, but the caveat being that Rapunzel for 1 cost more is better.
And can also probably net you 3 cards rather than what this removes 2. Regardless, Rapunzel moves up to 3.
Yeah,
3.
And she draws up to 3 cards. She quests for 2. She's a 1/5. Sorry.
Kind of nice, I guess. The 1/4 stat line. I feel like they keep doing this stuff. At least with the Amber cards we've seen, they're quite bulky.
Yep.
Low attack.
Yeah, they're very good on the rear end. Sorry, Juliet. That was very personal, but you are very good on the rear end. But yeah, I just think Rapunzel for 1 ink more is better. For one ink more is just better. So,
I think the problem is you're not playing on curve, right?
No, you're right, Abby. No.
You don't want to be playing her and taking damage off if you've got Rapunzel as an option.
Exactly.
What are the chances of things being damaged on your turn 3, especially if you're going first?
Yeah, exactly. Like you'd need to be like an aggressive deck, but this doesn't play well in an aggressive deck. Whereas even Rapunzel plays well in an aggressive deck because she quests for 2 and she's a 1/5. So yeah, I'm sorry, Juliet, but I think universally we're going to say that you are just not quite Rapunzel. Better cook, but not better card. We've got a common coming up. Max, the Loyal Sheepdog. This is Prince Eric's Max from The Little Mermaid. He's a 3-cost 4/3, so it's a little bit different. We actually got some attack power for a change. he is inkable. If you play a character named Prince Eric, you may pay 1 less for this. Oh, sorry. If you have a character named Prince Eric in play, you may pay 1 less to play this character, making him 2 cost, and does only quest for 1. Meh.
I guess more of the fact it's a big body. Apart from that, I don't think it's it's a 2 cost for a 4/3, but you have to have Eric in play.
Yeah, no.
And he only plays in a franchise deck. I think that's the other thing with some of these, right?
Yes.
Is franchise.
There is a new format worth.
So you'll be the new format.
Yes.
So this 100% plays in a. It's very good in the franchise deck.
Yes.
Because I can't see you playing the earlier Prince Eric in many decks.
No.
Other than a franchise deck, in which case, then because you'd have to be playing it on. You'd have to play an Eric on turn 1 in order for this to come out on 2.
Is there even a turn 1 Eric right now?
Yes, I think so.
Is there a new?
I can't remember what it is.
I think it's a red. I think there's a red one later on. We might come to. I might be wrong though.
Okay. I'm gonna look it up in the.
So it is worth mentioning that there is a new format coming as a side event for big events like it's starting at Atlanta, where you get to pick 2 film franchises, and you can use any cards from those franchises regardless of their colours. So this one would be a Little Mermaid card, because he is Eric's dog, and Eric is the prince from the Little Mermaid. But you've no colour restriction, only film restriction. I do have some bad news for everybody that likes this format, which I do, by the way. But so it's a bit bad news for myself. That there is a lovely film called The Lion King. Where you can get a load of really cool cards, mostly in red. And then there's this awesome film called The Sword in the Stone, where you can get a lot of cards in purple. I can't help but feel.
I didn't actually think of that.
That perhaps Ruby Amethyst kind of keeps most of its tools, because you get Rafiki at 1, you get Snake at 2, you get Fox at 3, Rabbit, Goat, and then you get Teeth and Ambition, Be Prepared, a bunch of different Madam Mims that are available at higher end.
It's kind of like half budget, half trying to be meta relevant. Really
you get
Scar. You get a bunch of Simbas because you can run. No, you do get Scar. He is lying. He's the villain he's the villain.
I forgot what franchise.
Yeah, he's the Lion King. But you get, not only do you get that, you get the little Simba as well. That's a bodyguard at 2, because you're not tied to Ruby Amethyst. You can play the 2-cost Simba in yellow. You can play the Steel Simba and Mufasa. You can also run Mufasa, that's the yellow one, and spin into stuff if you really want. So I can't help but feel maybe Little Mermaid. No. Sword in the Stone. By the way, you also get Arthur as well, the 3-cost uninkable Arthur that bounces stuff and gains your law in that as well. And
it's funny and upsetting at the same time.
Yeah, and the Lion King. That will be my deck for that format, I believe. But anyway, Max, we do think, thank you, Abby, for pointing out that yes, he might be playable in that format, but in general format, I don't think he is. So moving on to an uncommon Mickey Mouse, leader of the band. He's a 4-cost inkable 2/5. He quests for 1, and he has support, which means whenever he quests, he can give his power to another character. However, when you play this character, chosen character gains support this turn. I'm just very quickly going to say I think this card is garbage. I
feel like support is the weakest
definitely
typing we have right now.
Yeah.
It feels more gimmicky.
I agree.
Because especially in the metagame, there's just so much like straight up removal for cards.
Yeah.
And support, you have to keep things on the board for a turn at least.
2/5.
Do anything funky.
Yeah, he's 2/5. He's very good. You're playable in Mufasa. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Hi, Mark.
Why would he be playable in Mufasa?
Because your turn 4 plays in that deck kind of suck, and the ability to give support to a character with Mother Gothel on board means you can get an additional hit for Rapunzel.
Okay.
Also, it gives you the ability to kill Minnie Mouse, the evasive one, and in that deck you usually don't have an out for Minnie Mouse. so you can play it on 4, give your Gothel support quest, and then your opponent's mini mouse can be taken out by yours.
That's very specific line of play right there.
Yeah, but so's the entire deck.
That's a very specific line of play. If you hit this off your Mufasa, though, you feel that, right?
I mean, it's a 2/5.
Sure, I guess. He quest for 1, though. There's better 2/5s at quest for 1.
Yeah,
So.
a little bit more than they already were. I still think it's meh, but that's a deck it can be played in.
Yeah, I think it's the only deck it can be played in, but it can be played in the deck. Like, it does stuff for that deck.
Okay. Abby, do you have anything to add about Mickey Mouse, leader of the band? Do you think that we haven't seen?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't have any particular thoughts.
That's fair.
Usually I just do support and I think, okay, next card.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same, honestly.
His ETB's good. It's not great, but it's like pseudo rush.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's a thing. I mean, he's possibly the best card with support, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Which is
I don't think we're going to give anything else.
No. Anyway, moving on to something much better. A Mickey Mouse Musketeer captain.
Musketeer.
Musketeer. This one has support, actually, but I think this one might actually be playable for a couple of reasons. One, he's a Floodborn hero Musketeer captain, which is a lot of keywords. He costs 7, he's uninkable, he's a 3/6, he has shift 5 with bodyguard and support. When you play this character, if you use a shift, you may draw a card for each character with bodyguard you have in play. I like this card.
I also like this card. I can't help but every time I see a card with 3 or less strength, just think of Madame Medusa, but I still like this card.
Yes. Mark?
It's a build around.
It is.
But I like build around cards. I don't think the card will see any meta play at all.
Really?
I like the card. Nah, it's too slow, right? Because it's a 7-drop. It requires you to keep a Mickey Mouse on board. Most of the Mickey Mouses suck. The only one that's like pseudo playable is that 4-drop one. I guess the 3-drop's okay. The 3/3 for quest for 2.
Yeah.
Then it takes you an uninkable 7-drop slot, so you'd be playing Amber Steel, and then you'd just be like, why am I not playing Steel Song?
Because
you want to play Musketeers.
Because you want to play Musketeer heroes. That's why. You don't want to play fucking Steel Song, basically.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I don't think it'll see play because of, unfortunately, it doesn't have a good shift target in its deck.
That's true, actually. You could morph it. You could just use morph. Just jam it in with morph.
Yeah, but then you lose all your bodyguards, which is the original thought I had. I was like, you could just be Lemon Lime, and then I was like, still
oh
sucks.
shit! Yeah, no, you need to be Steel, don't you?
You lose every good bodyguard.
Yeah,
I think turn 4 you play the Trumpeter Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah.
If you use its effect to play a character for free, then you shift onto him.
Very, very cool line of play.
Yeah, that would be badass. Yeah, so you put in a big bodyguard, so when this enters, you end up drawing 2 cards. Because he draws a card if he enters into a blank field. That's the other thing to remember, because it does say with each character with bodyguard, so he automatically draws a card. If nothing else in play, he will draw you a card. And he quests for 2. He's also a captain for Mr. Smee. Just going to point that out. We notice he's a captain. So there we go. Yeah. I love this card. Yeah, I like this. So.
It's just interesting. I also really like the artwork.
The artwork's awesome. The artwork in this set.
I thought he was like, when I first saw him, I thought it was a big inflatable, like for a parade.
Oh, yeah.
Inflatable, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, he might be. He could be an inflatable Mickey.
Because he's a Floodborn, but there is a Musketeer Mickey Mouse in canon, so I assume he might actually still be the big inflatable.
Mark just wants inflatable Mickey Mouses.
I want like a really good map with all these cards. So the Musketeer cards, especially in this set, the artwork looks really good.
It's good, yeah. It's really nice.
Just to go back to the Donald Duck one, I feel like that's one of the best artworks we've got with this set.
Yeah, it's
my
nice.
personal opinion. I'd like that on a map.
So Abby, do you like or dislike the inflatable Mickey Mouse?
I like the card.
Yeah.
I like the card. I do agree. I think again, not knowing Amber as well, but I was struggling to work out when you'd play it. Because the only thing I can do is go off current deck. I know the decks. Some of the decks will just although I don't know whether some of them dramatic change or not, given the cards of this set. I'm just not good enough for the game to know where things are going to go or end up. But I was struggling to see it slotting into anything that already exists, so it kind of feels like it needs its own lines of.
Yeah, he does need his own deck. He does need his own deck, I think. But anyway, we'll put a wriggle on now because I've just realised we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes and we're only in at card 1 at 17. So we're gonna have to put
skip vanillas.
Yeah, we'll skip the vanilla ones. We'll skip through them. Minnie Mouse, Musketeer Champion. She has Bodyguard. She's a 5-cost uninkable 1/5. The quest for 2. When you play this character, banish chosen opposing character with 5 power or more. This is amazing if it said 5 cost or more. Why? There's nothing in the game that has more than 5 power. Like, stop. Oh, whoopee, 1 card. 1 card!
It kills big red-blue cards. Apart from that, I think it's very situational on the meta, but the meta's never going to be flooded with things with 5.
No, exactly. It should be 5 cost or more. Like, this is
uninkable.
Yep.
Bleh. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're moving on then to Madrigal, Mirabelle Madrigal, Gift of the Families. Another 5-cost uninkable, 3/5 quest for 2. She has support, and whenever this character quests, your other Madrigal characters get +1 lore this turn. Also met. I just don't think you're going to see enough Madrigals to make that happen.
You'll never quest because in your best of 2 format she's a dead card because she dies to Medusa.
Yep.
She'll die on their turn 6, so you'll never get to quest.
Yep. So.
Cool.
Anybody? Awesome. Yep. There we go. Mirabelle Madrigal, the common version. She has support. She's an inkable 2/2, cost 2. And she quests for 1. Nothing really to be said about that. She's just a bit meh. But there we go. Pluto, Rescue Dog. This is in bloody French. Hang on 1 second while I click on the actual version so I can see what it actually does. It's an uncommon. It's a 5-cost inkable card. When you play this character, you can remove up to 3 damage from one of your characters. And once again, why would you not just run Rapunzel?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, he's a big body. He doesn't die to Medusa. Oh my god.
No, he doesn't.
That, he just heals, but that's it.
Yeah, it just doesn't do much.
I guess he's not a bad card.
No, he's not bad.
There's better 5 drops to run in Faster Wheel, but 4/5's a pretty strong stat line, especially if you're going to drop in and heal something.
Yeah, but just run
Rapunzel.
Run Rapunzel. She's a 1/5, sure, but she's just quest for 2 and is 1 cheaper, and she probably will draw your cards.
You value the draws more, I'd say.
I have jumped way down for some reason. Hang on, let me get back up here. Where am I? Why did I end up scrolling down? Oh, there we go. Prince Eric's a common. Let's see, seafaring. Eric, he's a common.
Hercules.
He's Hercules. He's just Hercules. It's an amber Hercules. He's got Bodyguard. He's a 3-cost 3/3 inkable. We don't need it really. Hercules is okay, and Eric is also okay. However, we have
there to be shift targets.
Yes, they are there to be shift targets. We have, however, this Eric, which is Ursula's Groom. He's a 6-cost inkable 5/5 with shift 4. While you have a character named Ursula in play, this character gains Bodyguard and gets +2 defense. I like this one. This one I think could be good. He's a Floodborn Prince hero. He protects Ursula. He's in the wrong damn colour, but other than that, I think it's quite good.
Just promote Lemon Lime, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, no, it's 6 cost.
It's 4 cost. It's 4 cost.
You have to shift him though for him to be good.
There's a 3-cost one I just literally mentioned with Bodyguard.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be playing that card on turn 3. Like they wouldn't go in the same deck.
That's, I guess.
I think he's a bit more gimmicky just because of the setup you have to get. Because obviously they are trying to pair him with the Ursula that's get into in a set.
Yeah, he's
She's decent, but you have to get her out and then him out.
Is he better than Maximus, which is the 4/5 with Bodyguard for 5? And if he's not better than Maximus, he'll see no play. Okay,
sure. But I like him anyway, so meh, whatever.
He's interesting.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Being a 5/7 Bodyguard's cool.
Yeah. We'll skip over Stitch Alien Dancer. He's a 2-cost 2/3 that quests for 1 with no abilities, so we'll skip over that one. Ursula, Eric's Bride. I love this card. However, she's a 4-cost uninkable 2/4. Quest for 2 with a shift of discard a song. And whenever this character quests, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a non-character card of your choice. I love this card apart from one thing. Why? Why is her shift discard a song? Who in their right mind wants to discard the best cards in the game? I just don't think she's good enough, and I'm sad because I love the artwork and I love the card.
I feel like the only reason she's got shift discard a song is because they make it quite clear, depending on what state Ursula's in the storyline of the cards, she wants to stop singers.
Yes.
Because she doesn't like Ariel, so getting rid of
Yeah.
a song card that, it's just...
Yeah.
I feel like that, there will be instances where it makes sense to discard the song to shift, but not many.
On turn 4, it's still really cool, though.
Yeah?
Like, and on turn 3, it's really cool as well, to be fair. You can go discard Ursula on 2, Prince John on 3, discard a song, quest, discard a card. And it's a 2/4, so they probably can't insta-kill it. And you get a card draw.
That is true. Do you want to be discarding Strength of a Raging Fire and let the storm rage on, or Along Came Zeus to it, though?
I mean, it depends. You're always going to be hitting something from your opponent's hand, realistically. They're going to have something that's not a character.
Actually...
If you do it on turn 3, you can take away Fishbone Quill in the red-blue matchup, which is pretty important. Actually,
thinking about it, you can't discard any of those songs because you're going to be in amber... you're going to be in yellow, green, lemon, lime, and
so
none of those...
In, like, sudden chill.
There's no songs.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which we will do.
We will talk about Bruno.
You don't get to get rid of Fishbone, though.
Yeah, non-character.
Yeah, it's when she quests.
Yeah.
If you shift, she can quest straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you so on...
I'm not the card game player here. I full on forget that shift means you can do the thing straight away.
You can, yes.
Yeah, so no, it is 100% turn 3. So
you
just, if you want, ignore me. I'll just stay here and listen to the pros.
No, you can feel free to pitch in. We like it. We like the fact that not everybody knows everything. We have to consider that. I just think that there aren't enough songs in Lemon Lime that you want to discard to her to shift her, whereas you want to be doing that in the Steel version, and you can't redraw the card because you can't have Prince John. I just don't see the deck that she fits in. But that said, if there is one, I want to play it because I love this card. So there you go.
Play Painting the Roses red.
Yes, you could paint the roses red. Let's move on with that. There is a Ursula, Vanessa, Storyborn villain sorcerer. She costs 2, she's a 1/4, and she has Singer 4. I think this is quite good. Mark?
She sings Zeus, therefore she is good.
Okay, I was just going to say...
She's that sings Zeus.
Yeah. H, what do you think?
Yeah, I think she's good. Obviously, the Zeus thing is helpful. I'm just quickly thinking off the top of my head, what else do you play turn 2 in Steel Song? Someone
Smee.
Smee.
Yeah. She
whatever your 2-cost item is.
Yeah.
So lantern, thingy.
Yeah.
Even then, you don't read.
Realistically, she's not clogging up too much space if you wanted to use her. So yeah, a Zeus on
also, her
turn.
Thor toughness is super relevant because you can smash into your opponent's Smee and then heal her with Rapunzel.
Yep. Yeah, you can. Abby, any thoughts?
It's always interesting if they've got a high singer cost.
No.
No.
Devoid of thought.
Okay.
Singer and
I tell you what, I'll let you pitch in when you're ready. If you want to say anything or you have a thought that you want to share, just yell out and we'll all shut up. Until then, I won't keep putting you on the spot and feeling bad. So, Vanessa, Ursula, common, which is nice. So I think she's very playable in Steel Song and possibly some other decks. Next up we have, I forgot to check what rarity this is and I can't see for the Poxy adverts, it's uncommon. Bruno's Return. Uninkable 2-cost action. Return a character card from your discard to your hand, then remove 2 damage from chosen character. Meh.
Rather play Hades.
Yeah, just like, I don't care. Mark?
I agree.
Yeah, okay. Moving on. Things that bring things back to your hand. Much of a muchness. First aid's a common. It's a 1-cost action that removes the damage from each of your characters. Is that relevant? No, it isn't.
Personally, I don't think it is. I feel like they always and it makes sense because they need cards to do like tick every box. They just try and throw in like random 1-cost cards that maybe someone might think they're good, but they're really not.
No, they're not. I don't agree with that.
Especially like certain heal cards, especially when they don't do anything but heal. I feel like they're just not that strong. You need heal cards that do other things.
Yeah.
Like Rapunzel.
Rapunzel is the benchmark of healing, and I think it's without that sort of thing, I don't think it's very good. So, next one. This one's the big one because it's the first of the new type of cards, which is to sing together. So this is an inkable 7-cost action song. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You may reveal 2 character cards and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. You can use multiple characters to sing this song with a total cost of 7 or more. Of the new Sing Together songs, I think this is possibly the worst one, but I'm happy for people to tell me I'm wrong.
I think the card realistically sucks, right? Because it's Be Our Guest, but instead of looking at 4, you're looking at 5, and instead of it costing 2, it costs 7.
Yes, it is. Be Our Guest is inkable as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually think this should have probably
Grab 3, look at 8.
Yeah, look at 8, pick up 3 or something like that. It's only upside over most of the others as it is inkable, but beyond that, I think this is the worst one personally. It's a shame.
It's a plus in hand size. Which
It is.
Cool.
It is a plus. It is a plus. It does +1 which is nice, but I just don't think it digs deep enough.
Yeah.
I just don't think you need to. Like 5 is not many cards to look at when you're paying 7 for it. So.
Be Our Guest is.
Yeah, Be Our Guest is just a better card. Moving on to an uncommon, which is another song. 4-cost, inkable one. All opposing characters get -2 until the end of your next turn.
Weirdly enough, I never saw this one.
There is a moose in the artwork. It's from, looks like Frozen, but I might be wrong. I just don't think it's very good.
Can I just point out something really weird that I've just noticed?
Of course.
Is that Lost in the Woods, if you compare it with 4 Dozen Eggs, which does the exact same thing except gives all your things resist +2 until you start the next turn, in the artwork for 4 Dozen Eggs, he's juggling the eggs in like a circular motion, and then if you look at the leaves going round Thingy's hands.
Yes.
I don't know why. It's just,
Yeah.
And just because they do very similar things.
Yeah.
I actually prefer giving my things resist +2 than minusing 2, but I guess.
Yeah. I just think it's very meh. I think it's too expensive.
It's just Peter, but worse.
Yeah. It's a very expensive thing.
Most interesting thing was the 4 Dozen Eggs.
Yes. Yes, I think it is. I think you're actually correct. I think that is the most interesting thing about that card. Moving on to Sign the Scroll. 3-cost, uninkable. Each opponent may choose and discard a card. For each opponent who doesn't, you gain 2 lore. Why is this not a song? I love the artwork.
Bad anyway.
I love the artwork.
Yeah.
Cool artwork.
I love the artwork.
It's funny if your opponent doesn't have a card in their hand to discard. Apart from that, I just don't think it's playable.
It's worse Hypnotize, right?
It is worse Hypnotize.
And Hypnotize is bad.
Yeah, it's a worse Hypnotize. Which is a shame because at first glance I thought it might be quite good, and then I read it properly and went, actually no, you're just going to gain. This says pay 3, gain 2 lore. So yeah. Miracle Candle is next. It's a rare. That one was uncommon, by the way. This one's a rare. This one could be a bit different. 2-cost, inkable item. Banish this item. If you have 3 or more characters in play, gain 2 lore and remove 2 damage from chosen location. Item.
Just Piglet, right? But an item. So
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, sadness. It's not actually the one I thought it was on the
it's
item
the
front.
fact that you have to banish it and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Rather
You can
than
just
tap it.
Piglet and quest and be like, yay! It does 2 damage as well.
Yeah.
I think they tried to justify it being a bit better by trying to give it remove 2 damage from location.
Yeah. It could fully heal a location. That would have made it good, but I don't think that would have broken it too much either. But anyway, moving on. We don't think that's very good. Record player. I'm pretty certain this one's in a similar vein. 2-cost inkable item. Whenever you play a song, chosen character gets -2 until the start of your turn. Hit parade. Your character's name Stitch counts as having +1 cost to sing songs. Don't see.
I like the artwork apart
Yes.
from that, and I also like the fact that it specifically targets Stitch characters. I just think it's fun. I just don't think it's playable.
Fun card, not very good. Mark?
Yeah.
I agree.
Awesome. Moving on to the concert hall, which is common. That one was common as well, by the way. This is a 1 cost location, the first location we've had. It says characters count as having +2 cost to sing songs while here. The drawback, of course, being that it is 1 cost uninkable. The drawback being you have to pay 2 to move characters to it, and it only has 6 health. This card is actual garbage. Someone disagree with?
Whoa.
Someone
No,
disagree? Someone disagree with me?
Everything in Amber.
Might get weird and decide that they really want their 1-drop Cinderella to sing a whole new world.
It just doesn't feel necessary in Amber. Like,
Amber has singers anyway, so why give things extra? Also,
Amber
it doesn't
just
gain passive
hurts.
law, so it just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Amber Steel hurts anyway because they always have a singer to sing whatever song they want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the cost of the song, and they don't want it. They'd have to take multiple turns off curve in order to get characters into here to potentially sing a higher song. They'll just play the character that would do it instead, and it also doesn't gain them any lore. This
No, it has no lore gain. It is actual factual garbage card. So anyway, moving on to a rare. A rare location. It's actually called a character here, but I don't think it is. So this is 2 cost and inkable. It is the Underworld, the River Styx. Whenever a character quests while here, you may pay 3. If you do, return a character card from your discard to your hand. The only upside to this card is it gains you 1 lore a turn. It has 6 health, and you need to pay 2 to move a character here.
It's so bad.
Why? This is only moderately better than the one we just looked at.
Why do you pay 3? You already are doing the difficult thing of getting a character there.
Yeah. You have to pay 5 to get a character from your discard to your hand. Just do anything that says draw a card instead.
Yeah.
Basically. Anybody disagree that this card is virtually as bad as the last one we looked at?
My favourite thing about this card is the artwork.
I agree.
Cool artwork. I like the Underworld.
Yep. It can't even put it in any deck with Hercules, like for the movie variant of the build, because it's shit in that as well. So, yeah. Anyway, we're moving on to purple now. Another Madrigal. This is an uncommon. This is a vanilla uncommon. He's a 3 cost 3/4. Never mind. The animal expert doesn't do anything. The artwork is fucking awesome.
Really detailed.
Yeah, fight me if you disagree. There's all sorts in it. It's great. You just keep seeing more little critters. Love it to pieces. My favourite purple card is up next. This is Belle, Accomplished Mystic. She is a super rare. She is a 5 cost 4/4. She is inkable. She has shift 3. Whenever you play this character, you can move up to 3 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. I think this is my favourite new purple card. I love this card. I think this card is going to be very good. And anybody want to disagree with me? Fight me IRL. The artwork's also fucking gorgeous.
Artwork's really good.
This card has realistically no downside.
No. Yeah, she's amazing.
Even if you play her at her worst, she's a 5-mana 4/4 that quests for 2, which is an on-curve 5/5.
Yep.
And if you play her at her best, she deals 6 damage, essentially.
Yep.
Also, she can be bounced by the snake package.
Yes, she can.
She's a recurable lady in a chair, basically.
She is amazing.
It's inkable.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this card is, I think, with Beast, the draw cards thing, where they're trying to damage it, and you're just like, yeah, you can damage it, I'll heal it, and just fling the damage back at you, and fucking off we go again. Yeah, I love it. I really like this card.
She also came up every single time I was playing Red-Purple last night, because I just moved the damage off of Mother Gothel to win the game. I was like, cute game.
Yeah, really, really good card. Really good. I love this card. I think this one is going to be hard pressed and in a lot of decks really early, and she's beautiful. And she's beautiful artwork as well. So there we go, super rare. Belle, Untrained Mystic, as opposed to an Accomplished Mystic. She is common. This is in German, so I can't read that. So let's click on the button. What does she do? She says she's a 3 cost inkable. Here, don't do it. When you play this character, move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Meh, I guess. Is that?
I'd say meh compared to the fact that on the same turn, technically, if you have an earlier bell.
Yep. Oh god, I've moved. Go back.
And 1 for 1. She's a 3/3 that quests for 1.
Yep. She's a bit meh.
Yeah.
We don't like that one. Moving on to Bruno Madrigal out of the shadows. This one is rare. He's a 5-cost, uninkable. 4/5 quest for 1. When you play this character, chosen character gains. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand this turn. Just meh. There's just nothing about this.
I don't think it's going to be like any high meta play. I do
I
kind
know.
of like it though.
Yeah, I like the card. I just don't think it's going to
It
see.
steals bomb. Like when you're playing draft, this card's probably like.
Oh yeah. This is definitely a limited card. Like we've failed to mention just how many of the cards that we've said are a bit meh are actually in limited, draft and sealed. Actually quite playable. This one being one of them.
He's probably playable in standard as well. To be fair, depending on how the meta shifts. Like,
realistically, oh, actually, hold on. So, if you banish in the challenge, return this card to the hand. Yeah. So, the card that gets banished in a challenge, does it technically leave the board, or does it go straight from the board to the hand?
It still gets banished, so it'll still hit the graveyard.
Yeah, it still hits.
You can't combo it with Goat then, or something.
No.
Because that's
it still hits the graveyard. You get the 1 law regardless.
Yeah, so you
get the 1, but then you don't get the 1 for it going back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. But with stuff like that, it's actually there's some combo plays I think available to him, but I don't think he's very good.
No, at least he's
like
4/5.
Main and Medusa and Dragon. He can, in the late game, he might have like a lot of obscure use in like purple red.
That's true.
Purple steel.
Yeah. He is uninkable though, and purple red has a lot of uninkables already.
They'll probably start running less Be Prepared soon.
True.
Like they've got more and more ETB effects that are good.
We have another Bruno Madrigal next. That is a super rare, and I think this is the one that I think could be with Mark's squirrel obsession. So this is
He look like he's from the BFG.
I know, right?
Cartoon.
Because he's surrounded by mice, which is kind of funky. I love the artwork in this new set. I don't think I can overstate just how cool the artwork is in this new set. But anyway, he's a 4-cost, 3/3, evasive that quests for 1, which is not super relevant because name a card, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is the named card, put it into your hand and gain 3 lore. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. I actually think there could be decks that try and abuse this, involving the Squirrels and the other Madrigals. But I don't think they will be very good.
I think it is fun. It's a fun card.
Fun card.
It makes it more fun the fact that you gain 3 if you get it right.
Yeah.
Game 3 is pretty big, so but apart from that, yeah.
Mark?
Viewing it as an evasive 3/3 that quests for 3 and draws you a card.
Okay, if you can do that.
I mean, just be right.
You just be right, yeah. I mean, if that
is the most Mark thing to say.
Yeah, you just be right. I mean, Squirrel. That's all I've got to say to you. Merlin Squirrel.
It's definitely doable. Like
reflection. Don't forget about reflection.
Reflection.
Yeah, it might actually be really, really good. A 4-mana evasive 3/3 that quests for 3 and draws you a card feels strong. All you need to do is get an Ursula's Cauldron down or something.
Oh yeah.
Bosses on a roll.
Bosses on a roll. You could get all 5 cards on top of your deck. Yeah, you just have to try and remember what fucking order you put them on there in.
I'd say a 4-mana 3/3 that quests for 3 and draws you a card's good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I've high hopes for Bruno Madrigal. I hope he works, but he also kills Minnie Mouse. Just as a thought.
Yeah.
So
really, really good.
It could be, but I want it to be. I'm not convinced it's going to be. The next one is a Camillo Madrigal Prankster. She's a 4-cost 2/5, which I like to begin with. She is inkable. At the start of your turn, you may choose one. This character gains +1 lore, so she quests for 1 normally, or for 2 if you pick that one. Or this character gains Challenger 2, so it becomes a 4/5 when challenging. I quite like this.
I forgot about this card. I actually like it.
I like this.
Depending on how you're playing, you can switch. don't know about meta relevancy, but I still actually think it is good. Like, it could be a card that finds its way in somehow.
Yeah. I think for sealed and draft, I think this card is freaking great.
It's very good.
This card, super strong limited card.
It's just a bit too weak for a 4-drop in the current metagame,
yes,
right?
I agree.
Competing with Rabbit and
unless the meta changes, but even then.
Bruno, what you doing, Google? No.
What are you doing? I just think she's not quite strong enough to be a powerhouse in constructed, but I think in limited, this card is absolutely a powerhouse. If you're building a sealed deck, this card is very good. Uncommon. She's uncommon. Dolores Madrigal, easy listener. This is a common. She's a 4-cost, 3/3. When you play this character, if an opponent has an exerted character in play, draw a card. She quests for 2. Another quite good limited card, but for constructed, very poor for 4-cost. Very poor.
3/3 quest for 2 is nice. The 4-cost is a bit heavy, but I feel like most of the time your opponent will have some exert.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah.
But I just think
it's a question of whether or not it's better than 3-drop Maleficent, right?
Exactly, and she's not.
No.
Yeah.
She's not. And she, you got 3-drop Maleficent that sings Friends on the other side, and she sings Bosses on a Roll, which it's not quite as good in my opinion. I just think Maleficent's better. So, and then again, like Mark said, out of 4 in purple, you are competing with Rabbit and Goat, and they are better. So, your 4-drops. Rare next, Elsa Storm Chaser. She's a 3-cost uninkable 1/4. She quests for 1. She exerts to chosen character gains Challenger +2 and Rush, and I just think this card is a bit naff, to be honest.
I think it's dependent on the meta. This card, it could be either phenomenal and like an actual powerhouse or complete garbage.
Okay.
It depends on what decks people want to play.
I just think if you want something with Rush or anything like that, you've got better cards that have them built in.
It's more in case the green-red evasive deck's actually good, because then you can play like a Pascal afterwards or something.
I guess.
Play Pascal, push through, or like it depends on what the metagame is like. Also, you can shift the big Elsa onto it.
You can shift the big Elsa onto it, that is true.
And unless there's anything else in this set, this is the best Elsa target you've got for big Elsa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also do cool, if you just you can combo with Rabbit.
She probably needed to be a 1/5 though.
Yeah.
So she could survive the opponent's foxes and stuff. And
yeah,
of course not bad, but yeah.
I think if the meta shifts into being what you said, where this card becomes relevant, I think there are a lot of cards that get rid of this card before it becomes relevant.
It's matchup dependent and thingy. Like, it all depends on the meta. In the meta where she's good, she's like one of the best cards in the game. In the meta where she's bad, she's one of the worst cards in the game.
Yeah, I just think that she doesn't do anything the turn she comes in, which is always a problem for me when you're trying to use stuff. You're just going to sit there and do nothing and hope that you have things to use with her next turn. Again, good artwork, good idea, not good execution. In my opinion, anyway. Next, we have 2 cards. Actually, no, they're not together. Why are they not together? I'm going to skip one. So we actually have.
I was just noticing that.
Yeah, why are they not all together? I'm gonna go with 3 cards. They're all. Oh no. So we'll start with Jetsam because he's the common. Jetsam is Ursula's baby. He's a 3 ink, a 3-cost inkable, 2/4 with Challenger 2. Which gives your characters called Flotsam Challenger 2. He quests for 1. That's the first one. The second one is Flotsam. He's a 3-cost uninkable 4/2. Whenever this character is banished in a challenge, return it to your hand. And Jetsam gets the same thing. He gives your Jetsams the same thing. And finally, an uncommon, Flotsam and Jetsam, Entangled Eels. Shift and discard 2 cards. God only knows why you would ever want to do that. For a 5-cost, for a 6-cost. 5/5 that quests for 2. I did these all together because I don't think any of them are very good. With the possible exception of the 2/4 with Challenger 2. That's 3 costs.
I think that Jetsam is the best out of the 3. I feel like the Flotsam and Jetsam is the worst out of the 3.
Yes.
I can't actually remember the previous Flotsam and Jetsams in the set. One of them gives rush, one of them gives evasive, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Usually, they give them to the wrong one. So, for example,
Flotsam have
yeah,
rush.
yeah. So you would want Flotsam to give Jetsam rush and whatever it is to make this one good. And if I remember rightly, they don't do that. The only thing I would say is if you run all of them in purple green, would the 5-cost one actually then be good? To which I answer. I answer myself, no, because the shift is discard 2 cards, which nobody in their right mind would ever want to do. Not for the power level of a 5/5 that quests for 2 with no evasive or ward or anything like that. So yeah, you do all that, you discard 2 cards, and then your opponent just sings along Came Zeus with the new thing, and you feel bad as you've negated 4 yourself. So yes.
My only contribution to the Flotsam Jetsam debate is that I ran. Was it Jetsam was the one with the 2/2 with ward?
Yes.
The green card. I forget that was even a thing.
Yes, there is one that has ward.
That one.
I suppose that the other ones, if you have all the other Flotsam and Jetsams in play, the big one would get Challenger, Ward, Evasive, and Rush. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's good.
The problem is, I think Jetsam has the better.
He does.
Characteristic. So Jetsam from the I've just had to pull up the other 2 sets.
Okay.
Jetsam, Jetsam is the one that had evasive in the first set, and ward in set 3.
Yep.
And Flotsam got
rush in set 1.
Well, he got rush in set 1, and he didn't get anything in set 3. He was just a 5/2, but Jetsam's got +3.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I guess it's kind of cool to play the Flotsam to give you Jetsam. Rush, but at the same point, the Flotsam is a 5-cost, uninkable. The Jetsam is 3. You're going to have Jetsam out before Flotsam.
They should all cost about roughly 50% of what they cost, and even then they would still only be very marginably playable.
I think they've just done them in the wrong order of because if you want a decent line of play, even then they're not that playable, but at least they might see some sort of play.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're bad on purpose.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, coming up to my second favourite card in purple, because although I do love Flotsam and Jetsam, and by the way, the artwork on the Flotsam and Jetsam card is another one that has amazing artwork. So yeah. So plus side for the artwork, I think they're amazing. But moving on to Isabel Madrigal, the Golden Child. She is rare. She's 5-cost, inkable 3/4 with evasive. During your turn, if no other character has quested this turn, this character gets +4 law, and whenever this character quests, your other characters cannot quest for the rest of this turn. I think this card is amazing. Prove me wrong.
That is to Medusa.
Medusa's getting banned, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean Medusa.
She's not getting banned.
Medusa needs to be banned.
Even good.
This card is amazing. Prove me wrong.
Medusa.
One card. That's just one thing. What? Why? Other than that, is bad. Like everything we've mentioned so far dies to Medusa. All of them.
She dies to Medusa the turn after she comes in, so she never gets the quest.
And then you quest with everything else, and they've used their Medusa, and you slam your beast and cackle maniacally.
It's their turn 6. Next turn you go ha 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 ha.
I kind of like it.
I've already taken their be prepared with my Ursula. Fuck off.
How many colours are you running?
All of them. Yeah.
So I know I'm stretching into a different colour for this, but it's cool that she can quest for 4 if needed, but I feel like Ray's better.
That's fair.
He's a 5-cost, 3/3. You're going to have something else that's going to quest, probably taking you over that 4 barrier.
But Harry, Medusa kills him.
Oh, I know.
That's why he sees no play. That's specifically why he sees no play.
But I feel like Ray is more playable than Isabella.
Okay.
If Medusa didn't exist, I would play Ray.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't care what.
I still think Isabella's a good card and fantastic artwork.
Yes, I do.
I just think Ray's better, just because the questing for 4 is nice, especially if she's the only card you can get out, and but like Ray, if you have 1 extra card out, you're doing the same thing as her.
Okay, I guess.
She can survive a smash, but the only card we're bothered about forever now is Medusa. So I despise the fact that you have both ruined this card for me. I really like this card. I still like her.
I want this card to be good. I want Medusa to be banned. I think the card is.
Medusa's just bad rather than this Chupacabra.
It's just
Medusa's fine.
Shut up, Mark. Right, moving on as you've made me sad.
Magic terms.
Louisa Madrigal, magically strong one. Unlike Mark, who is juiced up to the 9s. It's a 4-cost uninkable. She is a 4/3 and she has rush. She's uninkable. She quests for 1. I just think that Maui's better.
Fox.
Mark Fox is better. Also in same colour, yeah, relevant.
You don't have to bounce something.
She's a turn sooner. Fox is inkable. Is this a better Fox? Am I missing something?
No. I'm being sarcastic.
Good. I was like, what? Did I miss something?
Madrigal was like the first card that got shot down instantly as soon as they revealed it. They're like, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like other cards, people go, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Fox.
Sorry, Louisa, but Fox is just better. And
3-drop uninkable Rafiki's better because she's a 3-drop.
Yeah.
4-cost uninkable Zeus is better.
Yeah.
I love uninkable Zeus.
So do I.
This foil was my favourite artwork, like foil artwork. It's so beautiful.
Moving on, another common. Magic Broom Illuminary Keeper. What does this do? I don't know what this does. Whenever you play another character, you may banish this character to draw a card.
You can play it with Perdita and infinitely draw cards.
Yeah, you can, yes.
It works with the 2-cost Yensid as well.
Yes, it does, yeah.
I should say, speaking of just because Yensid mentioned and the word foils was mentioned, just so I know you've joined Tricky, we're not spoiling Enchanted.
No enchanted spoilers.
Playing a thing, don't you worry.
Yeah, no enchanted spoilers, please. But yeah, I like this card. Also, once again, fucking love the artwork. But yeah, I like this. I think this is pretty good. Perdita is a good card, and I think this just a few barnacles away from retirement. This broom, by the way, best broom. Prove me wrong. So yeah, moving on to a spirited sweeper. That's a vanilla 3.
Is Chernobog not better?
Sorry?
Well, you've got Chernobog's followers. What's the stat line of Chernobog? Is it not
2-1.
Yeah, so
2-1.
yeah, 2/1 inkable quest for 1. When it quests, you can draw a card. If you sacrifice it to draw a card. So
you can do the same thing with this. You can quest, play something, then draw.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. More or less the same thing.
The thing about this broom is that you don't get to recur it with the Sorcerer Mickey.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
It would be kind of broken if it was.
Yeah. The Spirited Sweeper is a vanilla, so we said we were going to skip over them. So is the Magical Feather Duster. She's vanilla as well.
Why is she not a broom? That's my question.
Because...
Yep, I agree.
No, I'm sorry, we're going to have to stop now. You're all wrong. What is... Rod, she's a feather duster, you heathens!
That's a type of broom, basically.
No, absolutely not. Also, she's French. She's far too sophisticated to be a broom. She is a feather duster, you godless heathens, all of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
She also has a name. That's the other thing that's kind of weird. Like,
yes.
I understand, like, the wardrobe's called Wardrobe, sure. Like, they don't really get a name out of it, but she actually has a name.
She does.
Yeah, she's magical maid.
No. Anyway, moving on to the Marshmallow. It was a terrifying snowman. I believe you told me he was a marshmallow, and therefore we've lied already. He is a 3-cost uninkable 0/3 that gets +1 attack for each card in your hand. Meh. That's all I'm going to say.
I like Jafar.
He's just worse than your father.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I like Jafar, and I don't even want to play Jafar.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. How can you be Marshmallow and a snowman? That's contradictory. I don't like it. It's going away. Mrs. Potts, Enchanted Teapot. She's rare. She's a 4-cost 3/4 inkable card. When you play this character, if you have a character named Lumiere or Cogsworth in play, you may draw a card. She does quest for 2. However, she's just not very good.
Purple Synergy,
Why doesn't she work
oh my god.
Sorry?
Why doesn't she work with the little...
Her own son.
Chip. Why does she?
Son,
Yeah,
there's no
Chip.
synergy with her son.
No,
Is
Chip.
she not the mother?
Yes, she is the mother. Yes.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be like one of those like reveals. You are not the mother. That
No,
was
she's.
Bringer of Disney.
No, in lore, Chip is her son, and yeah, so no, she does not do anything with Chip. Screw Chip. He's not even in the bloody artwork. It's just a regular cup. So he must be in bed.
Am I right in thinking the only Lumiere card we have is a higher cost than her anyway?
No, there are new ones now that are
It's
smaller.
the 2-drop. The red
Oh, is it?
2-drop, yeah. I think there's another one in this set as well, right? Lumia.
Yeah, that's the 2-drop.
Oh, is that the 2-drop? Okay.
Yeah.
The next one is Pepper Madrigal, Weather Maker. She is rare and she's a 5-cost, uninkable 1/5. Whenever you play this character, you may exert chosen opposing character that cannot ready at the start of their next turn unless they are at a location for some reason. Not sure why. Love the artwork.
Would that anything with weather?
Okay, sure, I guess. I just think there's an unnecessary caveat to an already average card.
I feel like they just did it to make her not seem good, like really good.
She's not really good anyway.
I guess there's a chance they can exert if they're at a location.
It's
Yeah.
thematic. I think that's the only
Yeah, I
justification.
guess.
I do like the idea of it with Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo though, so you play it multiple times.
Yeah, I guess.
I like
It's
freeze
not
effects of magic.
Yeah, freeze it.
Effects are always cool.
Yeah, I just think that isn't there not an action that's cheaper and better?
Not really. She should
I
probably
guess
just
she's
be
a body.
2-drop,
That's
though.
what you always want a body.
I
Just
guess.
have another Pinocchio.
Yeah.
It doesn't just exerts them; it freezes them, which I think actually is quite good because when you freeze something, they can't challenge, they can't quest, and they can't sing a song. So I think that's threefold advantage there.
I do. I think 5-cost uninkable might be a stretch. Just don't see it being that good. I do like the. It looks like rain. The effect is very good. I just don't like the. I just don't think the thing it's on. Sorry, Pepper, is particularly good. Your artwork again, really good though. Like that. But yeah, moving on. I think she could see play. That being said, and in limited, very good card. Peter Pan Shadow Finder, 3-cost, uninkable 2/3 with rush and evasive. Your other characters with evasive gain rush. This is the reverse of Peter Pan Shadow from set 2? Question mark. Yep. They do quite well together. But yeah, I like this card.
I really like the artwork.
I do like the artwork very much.
Why couldn't one of them be inkable?
Because that would make them
You're
too.
not allowed nice things.
No, I think that might make them too good. I think is the answer to your question. Because they are very good, both of them.
I think this one could get away with being inkable. This one kind of sucks in comparison to the other.
Yeah, the other one is better. But
I was kicking a face.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's okay. But yeah, not as good as the other one, but still I think playable at some point. We have a vanilla 2-cost inkable 3/2 that quest for 1. It's called Pico the Helpful Toucan. We'll give him a skip and move on to. I wanted this card so much, and it's just not good enough, and it makes me sad. However, my favourite character in Disney has got his card at last. TikTok, Ever-Present Pursuer, is a 6-cost inkable 4/7 with evasive, but he only quests for 1! Why can you not
Does he
quest?
kill every Captain Hook in the game?
Yes, he does.
Except for...
Nope.
the shift
2/5.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He.
can fly, to be fair, so that makes sense that
Yep.
the crocodile can't get him.
Yep.
Oh God,
can't-
when are we going to get flying crocodile? That's what we need.
Flying crocodiles is what we need in life in any sense. But TikTok, unfortunately, I don't think is very good. But I do still love you, friend. Please don't eat me.
Yeah, 4/7 evasive, mate,
Yep.
but it's more of a jokey thing. Kills
Yeah.
every hook bar the one that can fly.
Yep.
Cool.
Fantastic. Moving on. Ursula, Mad Sea Witch, uncommon. 2-cost. Inkable 3/1 with Challenger 2. Thoughts on that one?
She looks
Yeah.
like
It's better Prince Eric, and Prince Eric sees play every now
That's
and
true. That is true.
she looks like she's been on the seaweed.
She does, yes.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I like it. I think it's quite good.
It's just the fact that it's purple.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
is maybe
I-
not as good.
I think that the reason this card could be good is about to be revealed in the next card we look at, because the next card we look at is Ursula the Sea Witch. She's a legendary 7-cost Inkable 7/4 that quests for 3. However, she does have Shift 5, and whenever this character quests, exert chosen character. Other characters can't exert to sing songs. I really.
He also can't exert to sing songs herself. Go Pixelborn.
Okay. No, she should be able to sing her own songs because that's she says other. But there we go. That's why we're not actually playing Pixelborn tonight, because I would want to play this card. I love this card. I think this card is very playable.
I also love this card. I was playing it in Purple Red last night, and she was so underwhelming, and I was so sad.
One of the cards that's just such a fun when set came in. Like, it looked like it had a lot of big hype, but I don't know if it's going to deliver because it's hurting you as well as your opponent. If it just said your opponent card, it would be so much better. And
it would be very, very good though if it was just your opponent's shit that couldn't sing.
You still just pay for it. So it's like
I mean that's fine.
The tap down ability is really cool. But at every game I played with her, because I tried to make her be cool, like I played her in Purple Green and Purple Red, and she just sucks.
Really?
I don't know why.
No!
It's Medusa!
She dodges Medusa, Mark! She dodges Medusa.
I want her to be good.
Like, this card should be good.
I was playing 4 of her.
This card should be good! Purple Green, you can just shift it onto shit all day long and smash into Quest for 3 and fucking make this card good, Mark, damn it.
She is good. I know a lot. I got hyped when she first got revealed. I got to it yet, but this isn't my chase card of the set. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get that with any this is like very strong for a 7 cost shift. Quest for 3, good defense, avoids a few things. But yeah, it's just because it's a later game thing. By that point, your opponent's got resources to get rid of stuff like this as well. But she's scary enough to be the option to get rid of.
We'll see. I think this card is going to make some waves somewhere. Moving on to one that Abby is already grinding her teeth about. This is Yen Sid. He is a 2-cost. Inkable 1/3. When you play this character, if you have a character named Magic Broom in play, you may draw a card. And while you have 2 or more brooms in play, this character quests for an additional 2. He quests for 1.
He's also really good with Perdita.
With Perdita, yes he is, and brooms. The other 1-cost brooms, specifically, if you play that and then this, you draw a card, then banish the other one, draw another card, play a different broom, and he quests for 2 more on the next turn. I like this card, I just don't think the brooms are good enough.
Not yet.
We'll get there.
They are definitely going to shove them down our throat.
Yeah.
They are getting there.
Better and better. I really like the Mickey Mouse that was released.
So that's an interesting one. I like this. I think pick these up now while they're cheap and unplayable, because I think they will get better later. So yeah, that's I
agree in the fact that they will definitely be a cheaper card.
Yeah. Get them now while they're cheap, because I think they're going to keep ramming brooms down your throat until one of them wins Worlds, and then they'll forget.
It's going to be brooms versus the Musketeer final, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what, I'll take that.
Yeah, me too. I quite like that. Next one, common. Now, this is super relevant because this is one of the only, or if not the only, song that is less than 4 cost in this set. And it is Poor Unfortunate Souls. It's a 2-cost action song. Return chosen character, item, or location with cost 2 or less to their owner's hand. You can sing it, obviously, for 2. The artwork is pretty cool. But, like I said, the only song, or one of the only songs, if not the only song, with a cost of less than 4 in the set. There's a reason for that.
Makes sense because they've given us a lot of songs.
Yes. But I quite like this. I don't mind this card.
Just a quick question. In what game state will it be good to return something to your opponent's hand?
It's tempo. Right?
When you have Daisy Duck.
Yeah.
Okay. I just couldn't think off the top of my head that's a play.
It's just a tempo thing, right? It's just
You can sing it with your snake to bounce your snake to your hand.
Yep, you can do that.
It's relevant. But
what I mean is, like apart from the Daisy Duck, I was just thinking about.
Yeah, no, it's just usually a tempo thing. So you'll bounce that 2-drop before it gets to quest.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can bounce their bodyguard as well. Their Simba would go back to their hand.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm actually a div. I don't know. Maybe I just broke for a second. I thought this was return character item or location from discard pile. I don't know why.
No. From play.
Sorry, no. You've actually, I must sound like an idiot going, well, why is this good to return? No, ignore me.
Yeah, no.
I like it.
Befuddle saw play, and I think this is a better Befuddle. And he can sing it. So, yeah. Moving on. Mark, do you think that's going to see play? I think this is see play.
Probably not. I know people want it to, but probably not.
Really? I think it might. I think it might.
Make it happen.
This one, the next one, is a rare. It's a 10 cost uninkable card, and I think is actually the best card in
While
purple.
you discuss this, I'm going to go make a drink. But don't wait on me, just go through.
Just keep going. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. Second star on the right, 10 cost, song, sing together 10, chosen player draws 5 cards. If this works with the 3 cost Ursula, that it sings it twice, this card is the best card in the set. If she doesn't, it's still very good, and I think it will see play.
My opponent plays a whole new world, and I concede.
The current state of affairs regarding to the rulings is that unless, of course, they basically make specific changes and say that Sing Together has its own different mechanic, which I don't think is very likely, but not impossible, is that Ursula will double sing it.
Yeah.
Yay.
So people have been combining it recently with things like Jafar as
Yeah.
well.
So with Jafar, the one from the last set, when you draw a card, you gain lore. You play him, you shift him with his 3 cost Ursula in play. You draw 10, and you gain 10 lore. And even if your opponent then whole new worlds you hopefully draw the second one and then do it again and win the game. So.
Pretty cool. It's probably never going to come up in like competitive play, but it's pretty cool.
I think this card's amazing. I think this card will see play.
I want to see it in a deck out there. That's what I want to see. I want to see someone say like, no, you can draw 10, my opponent.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to turbo mill with them in some way, right?
Yeah. You could potentially like play this card and then whole new world them. So they've drawn
purple steel mill deck.
17 cards they've been through in like one turn.
Grabs it back from the grave, do it again.
Yeah. Whee! But yeah, I actually think this card will see play at any point where drawing 5 cards is good, drawing 10 is better. Especially if we can finally get rid of a whole new world. But we'll see. I like that one. Next one is 1 cost common inkable card. Chosen character gains rush. Meh.
It exists.
It's a card. It's a card. Next one is an uncommon, 3 cost uninkable action. It's called Ursula's Plan. Each opponent chooses and exerts one of their characters they can't ready at the start of the next turn. Again, I don't think this is very good.
Very specific metas, it might matter.
Yeah.
Like, Lucky Discard becomes like the only playable deck for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Only playable.
Yeah, there's a point where this card could be playable, but right now I don't think it is. Again, I love the artwork. Multiple Ursulas, gotta love it. Next up, we have a rare. Is a card called Mystical Rose. Is a 2 cost inkable item card, and this one I think could be quite good. Dispel the entanglement, banish this item. Chosen character named Beast gets +2 lore this turn. If you have a character named Bell in play, move up to 3 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Yeah, Beast Relentless likes this card. The new Bell likes this card. Yeah, I like this. I don't know if it's going to see any play, but I do like it. Mark?
I mean, I don't think it'll see play, but it's a cool card, like, thematically.
Thematically, I think it's a really good card. I think it fits with the artwork for both of them as well, so that's really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a world in which it possibly could see play, but I don't think so, which is a shame.
It's just super situational.
Yeah. I think the Beast getting +2 lore this turn is possibly the thing, right? There are beasts the other beast that you can untap when things take damage, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, that would be cool. Like, I just don't think it will see play purely because it's a 2-drop that wastes your 2-drop slot, and then the game's becoming faster, and you're getting less and less time for gimmicky abilities.
True. Yeah, which is a shame. Common next, another item, the Rose Lantern, which is another rose-themed thing. This one I think is absolute tripe. It's a 2-cost inkable thing that says pay 2, move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character. You have to pay 4 to do that? Like, seems rubbish. When the
card won't see sealed play. And it still wouldn't see play.
No, what was that? What was that, Mark? Sorry, I missed that.
So it's not even going to see sealed play.
No, it's garbage. It's garbage. Just actual garbage. Moving on to Trident's Trident. God, that's hard to say. Which is an uncommon card. It's another 2-cost inkable item. Banish this item. Chosen character gets +1 attack for each card in your hand. Really good sealed card. Not very good for anything else, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, yeah, okay. No, okay, moving on then. Casa Madrigal. Casita is a location. It's common. It costs 1. It's 6 health with 1 to move characters there. And at the start of your turn, if you have a character here, gain 1 lore. Excuse me. I actually quite like this one. I don't mind this one. I think this one could be good.
I would say that any of the ones that have passive lore gain already on them and don't cost 2 in general to gain lore are probably better.
Yeah, true. Queen's Castle's probably the one that's benchmarked.
Any of the 1-cost ones that have 4 health and gain you passive lore are probably better. This is basically a 2-drop one that's situational.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I see this being as, because they've added in wait, have we done Amber?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So because we of all the magical keyword and everything like that, that's just like the Musketeers. They're going to continue developing that. They've added it in as actually its own keyword. I see this being something as ability later on. Maybe we get like a Floodborn Madrigal, and it says if you have a card named Casa Madrigal in play, X, Y, and Z extra ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
And that
definitely make it better.
Amazing.
Or maybe we'll get a shift version of a location.
Oh, yes, that would be cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Moving on to the next location, which is a rare. It's called Ursula's Lair. It's a 3-cost, uninkable, with 6 health. It costs 2 to move characters there with a passive 1 lore gain. Whenever character is banished in a challenge while here, you may return that card to your hand. Characters named Ursula get +1 lore while here. Again, 3-cost uninkable. You're 1 turn away from playing.
Ursula should have been able to remove to her own lair for free.
Yes, I agree. That would be better. The slippery halls thing of banished characters coming back to your hand, I think is unnecessary. The second part would be good if you didn't have to pay 2 to get them there. Yeah, I don't think that's very good. Yeah, so moving on, we're going into my favourite colour now, and starting with one of my favourite characters from films. So,
I like Cricket.
Cricky's great. Cricky is a lucky cricket. He's a rare. He's a 5-cost, inkable, 3/4. When you play this character, your other characters get +3 attack for the turn, and he quests for 3. I think this could really be a good card. I like it. I don't know whether it will be a good card, but I think it could be a good card. I know Mark likes it.
I do like it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, for me, I feel like
Medusa.
yeah, her heels are going to squish this bug.
True.
It looks like he's jumping over the top of her head.
Yes. The thing I would say about him, though, although he does die to Medusa, by the time he's died, unlike Beast, his ability has done his thing already. You've got
It's not bad ability considering how low attack a lot of green stuff is.
Yeah, like, he's done his thing, and then if you do kill it, you're like, okay, well, I'll just carry on with what I'm doing.
So synergizing with Panic and Pain.
He is. He is. He's almost there.
I love him.
He's great.
I love him.
His artwork is, again, amazing. It does look like he's jumping over Madame Medusa's head. That is true. But, yeah, I do like him. Maybe he does see some play. Next up is a legendary card. This is up there with being one of my favourite cards in this set. Diablo, the Devoted Herald, is a 3-cost, uninkable 2/2. Shift, discard an action card, don't really like that, but he is evasive. Quest for 1. During each opponent's turn, whenever they draw a card while this character is exerted, you may draw a card. I think this card is very, very good and very playable. Anybody else?
I think, personally, this is the chase card of the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this card will end up being bait. I'm calling it now.
But
Really?
I also kind of agree with Mark. Now, the reason is, obviously the cards have been up on Pixelborn for the last couple days. All I'm seeing people run is this green Emerald Diablo deck thing.
Right, okay.
And I feel like everyone thinks it's going to be so good, and then once everyone realizes and the meta changes and more evasive cards come back.
You don't even need the evasive cards for it, do you? Because every red deck's playing a playset of Brawl. Every steel deck will be playing
it's going to get killed by a lot of stuff, but what I mean is, like, if evasives become more of a thing again, this becomes even worse. The shift, I think, is you're never really shifting it.
No.
I think you have to shift it as well, unfortunately.
I agree with
like,
that.
you have to shift the card. So you have to play the 1-drop Diablo, you have to shift it on 2, you need to quest, and then you need to get your value from that card draw, and then value from the card draw on 3 replace itself.
I feel like even if you don't shift, it's not bad because it's still a 3.
Yeah,
Any higher, I think it would have been bad.
I
feel like, but everyone's playing it right now, and that's why I feel like it will become more irrelevant.
Yeah. Also, you have to play it on turn 3, and then the questions become like, would you rather play Ursula on turn 3 so that she can get your double song off? Or if you're in green steel, if you're in the aggro build, you want to be playing your 1-drop and 2-drop then into Prince John. So, like, its position in the meta is really, really weirdly placed, and it dies to most good decks. And best case scenario, it's a replacement effect.
Yeah, I do feel like it's definitely going to be one of the most expensive cards of the set.
Yeah, probably. I really like the artwork.
Like,
I think on release it's going to be the best card in quotation marks, like what's he called, Jafar was. And then people are going to be like, oh, my opponents aren't dumb and will just kill my Diablo. Like,
I feel like he'll be lasting longer than Jafar did in terms of novelty, because I still think he's like a decent card, but I feel on the same level.
I roll with him in green steel or in green red buckied lists. You can get him to discard like 4 cards, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You go turn 1 Diablo, turn 2 Bucky, turn 3 Prince John, discard shift, discard shift, discard shift, discard shift, discard.
Assuming you have all those action cards.
Yeah. If you high roll, you got the best high roll ever.
That's so much easier.
I would like to point out that every card I've liked so far, you bastards have ruined for me.
I agree that.
I despise the fact that everybody online has also ruined this card for me, you bunch of bastards. So anyway, Diablo, I really like it. It's going to get ruined for you by bastards like Mark and Harry. But
I like it.
Moving on to Diablo, Maleficent Spy is a common 1-drop. When you play this character, you may look at each opponent's hand. He's a 1/2. I like this. He's a shift target for the previous card, obviously. I think this is good.
You know whether or not you need to play Ursula 2-on-2 when you play this on 1.
Exactly.
It's the thing in the world.
Yeah. This card I think is a really good card to set up the later part, and I don't think he's ever really dead. It's like, do I need to play my Ursula now? Do I need to play my Ursula now? When do I need to play my Ursula? I really like this. I think this is a very good card.
I guess it's dead when you've discarded your opponent's hand and, top deck it.
Maybe, but who cares, right? Like, that's that's sudden chill as well, and we still run that. So anyway, Gunther, interior design, is a common 4-cost 3/3. Which is with an ability called Sad-Eyed Puppy, which I think is a bit weird considering... Oh, it's in the background. I see it now. That makes way more sense.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yeah. So, when this character is challenged and banished, each opponent chooses one of their characters and returns that card to their hand. I dislike this card. I would pick my Ursula all the time.
Isn't there a 2-drop that does this?
I think there might be, yeah. I don't like this card. He does quest for 2.
Cruella, 2-drop Cruella.
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
Okay.
What film is he from?
I've no fucking clue.
Tangled.
Oh, it's from Tangled. Okay. Oh, of course.
He's going through all of the people in the pub.
I see. The Snuggly Duckling. Yes, indeed. Next up is a 2-cost 2/3 inkable called Gus, Champion of Cheese. Love the character, love the artwork, love the card. Not very good though. But he's vanilla, so we'll pass over this into Hades, who is in fucking some language I don't know. Foul Player. That can't be right, surely. No, he is a foul player. Okay, surely enough. He is a 4-cost inkable 3/3 that quests for 1. Down to business. This is one's going to cause some arguments, I think. Banish one of your characters. Play a character with the same name as the banished character for free. You can essentially...
I'm shifting without a cost.
I'm shifting without...
Yeah, it's too high cost for what it does.
Yeah. However, that being said, you can use it to shift like bigger Maleficents into 3-cost Maleficents into other Maleficents and things like that. Maybe he's in green. He's in the wrong fucking colour. What am I talking about? That's aggravating. Why is he green?
Targets skip the colours anyway.
Why is he fucking green? That's really aggravating. If he was in like purple or red or fucking anything that would work. He doesn't even work on
I
it.
hope there's one really niche line where he's really, really good, but I doubt it.
I don't think so, unfortunately. What a shame. Let me know.
That's the thing I've heard someone mention is the Madam Mim line, so people being like, oh, we can finally play Madam Mim Dragon.
Will it not blow itself up, the dragon, when it comes down?
Well, the dragon can bounce back to Hades, and then as long as you have one other thing you've played on turn 1, 2, or 3, then yeah. So, not terrible that way, I guess. But
it's a fun line to see. At least there's like actual reasons for play.
Yeah.
That would be one of them, because that is fun.
Maybe.
Hey, it's Knight of the White Orchid.
It is Knight of the White Hey. Oh god, he's in German as well. Hang on a second. Hey, Clumsy Rooster. He is a 3-cost, 2/3 inkable card that quests for 2. When you play this character and at the... hang on a second. Sorry, when you play this character and at least one opposing character player has more cards in their inkwell than you, god that was hard work, you may place the top card of your deck in your inkwell face down and exerted. He essentially is Knight of the White Orchid from Magic. I actually quite like this chicken. I'll be honest.
I wish he was blue.
No, I'm glad he's not blue. Piss off with your Mickey Mouse.
From a green player that needs the ink, I get it.
Yeah, we need inkable. Not only is he inkable, but he inks stuff as well. He can sing most of our good songs. I like this guy. I think Quest for 2. I think he's great.
I would have loved him to be a 2-cost though.
I would have.
Too many 3.
Yeah, there's too many 3-costs, but yeah, I do like him. I think he might see some play. Give us a bit of ramp for a change. That's good. I think we're going to jump.
Like Hey.
I like Hey.
He's probably, realistically, unless I see something else, he's the Shmee of set 4, meaning he's probably the most important uncommon.
Yeah, I think so.
Bold.
Character. Character.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Character. There we go. Clarify. The most important. Smee is a character. Hey's a character. They're important. He's good. I agree with H. Brawl is still good though.
Something else.
We'll get to that in a second. So, right, we're on Hera, Queen of the Gods. She's rare. She's a 3-cost. Inkable green card. Heaven forbid do we ever get anything that does cost a different fucking number than 3. She has ward. Character's name Zeus gain ward. Your character's name Hercules gain evasive. She quests for 2. I quite like her, but I don't think she's going to see any play.
I just love how they keep going with this Disney narrative of Hera actually loving both Hercules and Zeus.
I know, right? It's
yeah.
Yep.
That would make sense.
Yep. Let's not spoil it for the children.
I actually like her. I think she's decent because she has ward. It's cool to give Zeus ward and to give Hercules evasive. Once again, I don't know if she'll see play, but I like her.
A different cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the artwork because I've always liked the Hercules gods.
Yes, they are. They're nice gods as opposed to what they were actually like.
They're glowing colours. Yeah.
That feels the theme of this set, by the way. Every card is. I like it if it didn't cost what it did.
Yeah. Well, the problem.
It feels like the theme of this set feels like they're trying to make that the current decks won't work. It feels like they want people to rebuild completely new decks because the cost of these ones are coming in at the levels where they replace cards that already like
people will just play what's more consistent.
Yeah.
The curve is what I was looking for.
Yeah, the curve is.
It throws the pre-established curves off or that are already there. So
this set feels very casual based, though. To be fair,
Yeah,
it feels
it
like a
does.
lot of the cards have been designed for having fun with, rather than being competitive.
Yeah,
then they gave us competitive answers in uncommon. Like, here's a brawl. Here's a weird blue 1-drop that allows you to banish an item and gain 2 lore. You know, like.
They've expressed it multiple times. They want to make the game both have a competitive avenue, but also have that casual avenue.
Yeah,
so
of course.
It's always like that's 2 sets of cards.
Also, I think the new format, which I really like, which is the movie-based format, I think that will catch on. I think that will be popular. I like that format. So, but it is 9:30, and we're not even halfway through the set. So, ramping through, because I've only got half an hour to get through some of this shit. We will have to might pick this up again later, a different stream. So, Jacques, the connoisseur of climbing, he's holding on to Gus Gus's tail. That's the pink thing you see there. That's Gus.
It's like the knitting.
Yes, it's like very good artwork. Sneaky idea, when you play this character, chosen opposing character gains Reckless during their next turn. He quests for 2. He's a 3-cost, 1/4. Why are all the green cards 3-cost inkable things? Something different.
He's a better Jasper.
He's a better Jasper. He's a better Jasper.
I kind of like that.
I do too.
I did like Jasper set 1, but then he just faded.
Jasper's every turn, though.
Yep. Jasper is.
Usually these things are dying.
I like him.
And the quest for 2 makes up for that.
It does. But I just don't think he'll see any play because he costs 3, and that's a shame because I think he's quite good. Moving on, Jasmine, the Desert Warrior, is a rare 5-cost, which is unique for green so far. This is in Spanish, so I can't read this. Let's quickly do that. She is 5-cost, uninkable, 3/3 that quests for 2. When you play this character, and whenever she is challenged, each opponent chooses and discards a card. I like that, but I don't think
it's just worse Lucifer.
It's
right?
worse Lucifer, yeah.
Yeah.
But it does when it quests though. She does it multiple times. She quests for 2, and Lucifer doesn't see it.
When she quests, when she's challenged.
Oh, when she's challenged. Oh, so she's got the what's it effect, the same effect as the Merfolk and Flynn Rider, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, they're only good because they're cheap, though.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but you get the effect when you play her, you get the discard immediately, and then when you challenge her. So, like, I actually think I think she's better than Lucifer, because you get
discard 2.
Sorry.
Discard 2 though is what I mean from Lucifer. Like, Body, of Lucifer, you can make your
I guess. I prefer this personally. I would run this over Lucifer, and I don't currently run Lucifer, so it's
another very good artwork.
Yeah, another good artwork, right? Where was I? I keeps jumping every time I do that thing, which is very annoying. Right.
I get the same thing.
Yeah. So Meg, Captivating Cynic. Whenever you play this character, when you play this character, choose and discard a card or banish this character. No, she's
I think she's gonna be C play.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 3/6, quest for 2, cost 3, uninkable.
She's basically unkillable for a couple of turns.
That's true.
She just sort of sits and is like, keep questing, Megara.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay, I'll stand to be wrong. I don't like it personally, but could be wrong. Magira, Meg, Liberated 1, is 5-cost, inkable, 4/4 with ward. Whenever you play a character named Hercules, you may ready this character. Doesn't have the usual can't quest tagline to it.
She survives Medusa.
She does survive.
Best card ever.
She survives Medusa in multiple ways. 1, she has 4 power, and 2, she has ward. She can't target her. So she does die trickery.
As well, she
can't Zeus.
Along came Zeus.
She does,
which is funny for synergy of films.
Yes, it does work. It does work within the synergy of films. So yeah, I quite like this card actually. I think it's got a lot of upside.
Problem we don't have is a good cheap Hercules.
That is the problem. Is that there is no good cheap. There is one that there's a bodyguard, right? One that's a 3-cost steel bodyguard one that's quite good.
Most of Hercules are in steel.
So Pain, the immortal sidekick, is vanilla 3-cost 2/4. Panic, the immortal sidekick, is a 4-cost 3/3. While this character is exerted, if you have a character named Pain in play, your villain characters can't be challenged Unfortunately, this character is not a villain and therefore can be challenged. I just don't think it's very good.
There's only one person we can ask about pain and power.
That is true. Abby? Abby, do you prefer this one or the other one? Oh, she's there. There she is. Wake up, dearie.
I'm here.
No, wake up.
I know. I love the pain that just comes in and it just gets boosted and it's just like and the other panic I think I prefer the other one.
Yeah.
Only because this one it's a bit
gets outed.
He just gets murdered and then everything else dies anyway.
Yep.
So it's like Bodyguard, but it just like doesn't like he just exerts and then all of your characters can now be challenged again.
Yeah.
Whereas at least the other panic as well. The other panic. I know it's uninkable, but could boost anything. So he wasn't redundant if you missed panic. If you missed pain.
This one is absolutely redundant if you don't.
This one is redundant if you missed pain.
So much to him for his ability to go up.
Yeah. He needs a lot of stuff.
He's too far away from pain.
Yeah.
He's too far away from pain as well, because pain is, or unless there's I missed to say there's the pain, but the good pain is.
This is the pain. He costs 3.
Yeah, these ones are more expensive.
Yeah, they're more expensive and not as good. So moving on, we're going to move on. We're going to do these in the wrong order because the first of all, fucking amazing artwork again in this set. I absolutely love it. His name is Pegasus and he's all yours. It's a 1 cost, 1/1 inkable with evasive that quests for 1. So he's basically a better Pascal because he doesn't need anybody else to make him evasive. So he's just evasive on his own. So he's a better Pascal. I want 1 as well. But that leads into the Pegasus Cloud Racer, which is a 5 cost 3/3 inkable that quests for 2. However, not only is it evasive but has shift 3. When you play this character, if you use to shift to play him, your characters gain evasive until the start of your next turn, not just this turn, all the way through your opponent's turn. This card, for an uncommon, is absolutely amazing. Prove me wrong.
Okay, when are you playing him?
Prove me wrong.
When are you playing him?
That is exactly what I was going to say.
Anytime you want, he's beautiful and magnificent. Look at him. Look at him.
He's good.
The best thing about him is he's 5 costs and he can sing. Honestly, that's the best thing.
What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? How?
Is good.
Evasive is great, yeah.
Is good. I feel like if you're shifting him on turn 3, his other ability becomes.
Yeah, you want to shift him on turn 4 and then pray.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's so good.
Yeah, because you can give if you do him on turn 3, you're giving 1 to 2.
He will give.
You're giving 1 card evasive.
You're giving Bucky evasive.
He will.
Yeah, 100%.
No, because he will give all your Ursulas evasive later on. He will give all your Smees evasive later on. You don't have to do it on turn 3. You can.
What baby Pegasus is going to die if he goes past turn 3?
No, you don't. No, that's not the point. The Pegasus is just great anyway. Just turn 1, questing away, being funny, doing things. He's all good, getting you some lore, hard to get rid of. Like, meets Pascal and punches him in the face because he's better than him. And then later on you just play your 1 cost, shift it on for 4, and all your shit's evasive for the next turn. You just survives everything. Your Smees survive, your Beasts survive, your Ursulas survive. Just good card is good. Stop ruining my game, you bastards!
Good.
God damn.
Opinion, do you prefer this over the uncommon Hey Hey?
Oh.
In terms of good uncommon.
Do this to him.
Oh.
I'm not saying that if you say no, that doesn't make Pegasus bad. I'm just because obviously I was saying the Hey Hey is the best uncommon. In this
Sorry, I also forgot when you do that, your opponent discards a card and you draw a card because he's a Floodborn. Just going to say that. But otherwise, I think that I prefer the Hey Hey, honestly, because it gives you a bit of ramp. But I love this card, and I
still think this is good.
So good. Yeah. So good, this card. You're not ruining the 4th one for me. I refuse. I will fight you all. 1-on-1 or together, I don't care. You are not ruining another card for me. This card is good. Somebody.
Ravensburger woke up tomorrow and they went, right, everyone, we need a vote. Are we keeping the 1-drop 1/1 Pegasus or the 5-drop 3/3?
I'm picking the 1/1.
Oh, I picked the 1/1. I picked the 1/1. But look at the card. It's so good. Everything about it is good.
Pegasus is a cool card anyway.
Like,
Pegasus is a cool character.
I'd play him in green-red evasives.
Yeah.
Hey, and that maybe okay if that's what you want to do. That's
if the thing's already with evasive. Love it.
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
because
evasive, you win the game.
Yeah.
he's a floodbot. He's so good, and look at how majestic he is. I refuse to say this card is bad. You've ruined the rest of them. You won't ruin this one.
He can sing 5-cost songs. That's what he will.
Shut up! He's good at everything.
Get your beast by being Medusa bait.
Yeah, that as well. Oh no, because right. So I'm gonna flick to some cards. It's like 22, so I'm gonna flick through some cards because I think are good because we're not going to get through all of these by the time it's 10 o'clock. So
have one more honourable mention in green. Also.
Okay, there's a couple. Okay. There's a couple actually. So there's the super rare Prince Philip, the Foe Slayer, which is a 9-cost inkable 6/6 with shift 6. 9.
Jesus Christ.
9. He is evasive. When you play,
I never saw this card.
When you
realised he was evasive.
Yeah, he's evasive. When you play this character, banish all opposing characters with at least 1 damage. I'm just saying that could be good. He is a Floodborn.
He's really good for green faster.
He is good for green faster, you are right. He is a monster card.
That is funny.
He's a monster card. I think this could be a thing. I've jumped a shitload of cards again. I hate this website, but it's the best one to make them bigger. So, where was I? A little bit higher. There he is. The Warden of the Woods. This is the one I was looking at. Your other hero characters gain Ward. He's a 4-cost and inkable at quest for 2. He is a hero himself and a prince. That one could be good.
I like how much synergy they're trying to force with heroes and stuff.
Yeah, me
I feel
too.
like it will be decent. I don't know if it's going to be good, but
yeah. The fates are okay, but the muses are okay. Where are we at with?
Really good. I've been seeing a lot of people play that with Amber Emerald.
Well, which one? Sorry.
Yeah. The muses.
The muses.
Painting the roses red is people's new favorite Ursula double sing.
Yeah. So Ward, whenever you play a song, you may return chosen character with 2 power or less to their.
I think that realistically, what's going to happen though in next week is everyone's going to be like, "Oh no, everything with 2 power or less sucks," and they'll just stop playing cards with 2 power or less that were bad.
It's format specific.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So the big one for this in green is put all opposing characters with 2 or less costs at the bottom of their owner's decks. It's called Under the Sea. It's a sing together 8 uninkable.
It's a really good card.
Which one? Oh, Zeus. Sorry, he's there.
Mr. Lightning Balls himself.
Mr. Lightning Balls himself. Whenever you play this character, whenever this character challenges another character, he gets plus attack equal to the attack of chosen character this turn. Is this good? Have I missed something?
I like him though.
I mean,
it's interesting that you can just copy someone else's attack to kill something.
Yeah.
He challenges though. That's the downside.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. I would like him to have rush, but I do like him. 0.
Unfortunately, he's a 3-drop.
He's a 3-drop in green. What is this obsession with 3-cost green things? Jeez. I'm looking for a very specific card.
You want to talk about Bruno?
No, this one. We don't talk about we don't talk about Bruno. Is a 5-cost song. Return chosen character to their player's hand. Then that player discards card at random. I like this, but I'm not sure it's going to see play. Pegasus sings it, so screw all you guys.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I couldn't spoil it.
The card I was looking for is this one. This is the one that I think is a promo. It is a promo.
Yeah.
It is a promo. When you play this item, draw a card. It's 2 cost and inkable. Hidden ink caster. All the cards in your hand count as having ink. Mark, do you like this? I like this.
I think the card's okay. I don't know what deck it'll go into.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either. I think there will be one.
Yeah.
Maybe
not this deck.
I feel like this card is overhyped.
Really?
Yeah. It's definitely overhyped, but like.
Fair.
It's a
card that says play it, draw a card, but uninkable
Okay.
It might have a deck in a set or two's time.
I think it's an item, and there's a lot of items in this set, and a lot of things that revolve around them. So I like this card. I didn't know it was overhyped. I must have missed that, but
that's just my opinion. I don't know what other people think.
No, a lot of people really like it.
Yeah, I think it's like mid right now. Some people like it, some people don't like it. So I think the hype is mid.
Okay. The next one. Oh, go on, Abby. Sorry.
I was going to say, I think the more uninkables we get, and the harder the choice. I think I agree. I don't think there's that many super hard uninkable choices in this set to compete with previous set.
No.
But the harder the uninkable choice gets, the better that card gets.
It can promote bad deck building though if people put in too
True.
many.
Yeah, true. I do agree with that. I do think that people.
Hey, look, it's the best sideboard card in the game.
Yes. This one. This signed contract.
Yeah.
Whenever an opponent plays a song, you may draw a card. It's a 2-cost inkable item. I like this one as well. But again,
imagine you're playing against Green Steel and they play that, and you know your Ursula can no longer sing, and you concede.
Yeah, and you're just like, and then against like, it's what's it, right? They're playing. If they're playing Steel Song, you play this on 2, and just like go on, play all the songs, guys. I'm just going to keep drawing cards. I like this card.
And they mill you out with.
Yeah, they own you, world you to death. Please ban that card. Anyway, Vision Slab. At the start of your turn, if your opposing character has a damage game 1 law, damage counters cannot be removed. It's a 3-cost inkable card. It's 3 costs. Why does everything in green cost 3?
Wow.
I like this as well.
I
do like this. Yeah, I do like this one. Yeah. So, Mark, do you like this Vision Slab? Is that a
card? I think it's a sideboard card and meta dependent. I like the card though.
Yeah.
Green has a really strong sideboard.
It does, yes. Yeah. I'm going to skip over these things. Wounded Bee.
To restart. How long are we doing this for today?
I've only got another 15 minutes, so I'm going to quickly go through them. Wounded Beast comes in with some damage, 4 damage. He's a 2/6 for 3. Mark, do you like that one?
I do like that card.
You like that card? Yeah. Okay. There is a red one that I do want to have a quick look at. Where is it? There it is.
That Flynn's good.
This Flynn Rider. This card surely must be good, right?
Yeah.
This has got to be a good card. It is so good. Like, red is so good at big creatures, and this card is just so good.
This card feels phenomenal.
I just think that it's going to be so good. Especially when compared with that card right there, the Rush. It's terrible.
Oh, not that one. I was talking about the Super Goofy.
Oh no, Super Goofy. No, Hercules, Daring Demigod, 7/3, Russian Reckless. Maui's better.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say Goofy sucked?
Yeah.
Goofy sucked. Super Goofy.
He's a 2/4 with Rush.
This card is so.
He's a beast with Maui's fish
color as well, and he becomes more than 2/4 as well.
I would like to point out that I would love this card to be good, Mark, but and as much as I hate to say this, and I hate myself for doing it, I agree with you. This card is bad.
Yeah, loads of people really like it.
I don't just. If this card had the reverse stats and was a 4/2, it would be better. Even though it would die. Yeah, no, because you pay 4, you gain 2 lore, and you kill a thing. You'd play a spell for that.
You'd rather kill a thing than win the game.
But you're winning the game and killing a thing.
That's not winning the game.
What?
Put in place another thing. Ah, crap. What are we
Well,
doing?
that's just not. Shut up. You know I'm right. I hate you all. Anyway, where was the other card in red that I really like? There's the cheap Lumiere, by the way. There's a cheap Lumiere. Lumiere.
That card's good. I didn't think it was. Li Shang, the 3-drop.
Okay, 1 second, because I would like to point out the other reason this card is good. There is one reason. It protects from Medusa if you have a beast in play. Also, it protects your Pegasus if you have this in play from Medusa. Fuck you, Mark. This card is good. I like this one. And I like him with the Flynn Rider because he makes all your other things bigger to trigger that as well. So anyway, yeah, the Snuggly Duckling. Li Shang, this one, Mark. 3.
Yeah, this card's good.
So you can shift him. Is there a cheap? Is there a 1-cost Li Shang?
Above it. Yeah, above it there's a 1-cost 2/2.
Oh, okay. Right, okay, makes sense.
So I've been playing this in my green-red evasives list, so green-red what's it called, Floodborn list, because you can discard a character full Li Shang to shift Li Shang, and that feels fine. And he's an actual fairly decent stat for a 3-drop, so you can just play him on 3.
Okay,
He gives you 2 Floodborn options on turn 3, so you don't have to play the Prince John engine. You can play either Li Shang or the bird, Diablo.
Okay. Your characters with 4 or more attack quest for an additional 1. If you have that Lumiere in play, he quests for 2 as well, right?
Yeah. Yep. He's actually good. Like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Ratigan will quest for free quite nicely.
Yeah.
So Mulan Elite Archer is the legendary from this one. I like this, but I don't know if it's good.
It sucks.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
I think every card sucks, basically.
Yeah, you're so fucking depressing. When you play this character, if you use her shift, she gets +3 attack this turn. During your turn, whenever she deals damage to another character in a challenge, deal the same amount to 2 others. I can see where Mark's coming from. She isn't great, but I do like the artwork and I do like the theme of this character.
It's really good against bad players.
Yes.
You know, in the list of things like when Rapunzel came out, and Rapunzel, everyone's like, Rapunzel's busted. And then people learned to play the game, and they were like, Rapunzel's mediocre.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. I just like the card. I think the card is like a good card. But I don't think she's going to see any play, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's far too telegraphed.
Far too,
just like the Aladdin line.
Yeah, it's the Aladdin, right? Yeah. Legendary things, super rare, Noi Acrobatic Baby, which is interesting.
He surprisingly keeps growing on me.
Yeah. Where's the
weirdest artwork though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily creepy artwork on this one. But yeah. So then I'm looking for a very specific 2 cards. Is it this one?
Sisu's good.
Sisu. Is it? No, this one, right?
Old lady.
No, I wanted to show this one first, because this is a legendary. Banish all opposing characters with 2 power or less. But she is ink and 6/6, shift 6, which I think might be make it not so. Go shit, Abby, look away! Fuck, Abby, look away!
Because the stream had paused itself, it like it knew.
Maybe it'll be easier to open a new tab.
Look, I think it might be. What the fuck did it jump all that way down? This is the one I like. This is this one. I like this card. I'm going back to it. I got to this one. I'm going back to Sisu.
Do I press play now? Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. You can go do it. Fucking thing. Right. Anyway, whenever a character with 3 or more power challenges another character while they gain 1 lore, if another character challenge with 6 or more gained 3 lore instead. I like it. Probably not very good.
Love it.
I do like it. Yeah. Where are we? Brawl. That's the other one. Banish a character. Yeah.
Brawl should be a legendary.
Yeah. Why is it? Banish a chosen character with 2 attack or less. Definitely going to be good and see a lot of play. King Undisputed.
Pretty good. It's not amazing. Meta-dependent removal.
Yeah.
Pretty good though.
Pretty good. I like it. Also, it carries on the Be Prepared song as well. Because you've got Teeth and Ambition, Be Prepared, and King Undisputed are all part of the same song. And it is a song which is great. Where are we? Tuk Tuk. I can answer this question. It's been answered by Evie. Evasive 2/3 for 3. When you play him, you can move something to a location. If you don't move him, don't move anything, they don't get the attack boost. Just so you know.
Right.
Where is the old lady? There she is. The Daring Visitor, is that the one you want?
Yep.
Yeah.
3 cost, 1/1 evasive. When you play this character, banish chosen opposing character with 1 power
Wrecked
or
Flavisham.
Yes,
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, Flavisham. Kills Flavisham, Flynn Rider, Merfolk, Ursula 2. Not that that's relevant, it's too late by then. What else does it kill? Anything else?
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse.
Evasive Minnie Mouse.
Evasive Minnie Mouse. Evasive Peg. Shut up. It doesn't because, you know...
It drowns them in a bowl of soup.
Drowns them in a bowl of soup. She is a hero.
Give it challenger to randomly kill things.
You can, yeah.
They're evasive.
Yeah, I mean, she's very good, right? That is a good card. What rarity is she? Uncommon. Fantastic. Right. Okay. Where are we going now? Let's. Blue. Aerial treasure collector. Ward. If you have more items, quest for 5. She's 6 cost. I think she's too expensive, right?
I think she's actually.
I think she's good in blue-red.
Yeah. I mean, she might see play. It depends on how their uninkable count ends up.
Yeah.
Which can be very high.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've got space. Yeah. You can test with her anyway.
Yeah. She's definitely testable.
I think so as well. The other super rare I really like. Oh, this is in fucking thing. I know the wording on this one though, so I'm going to bring it up. She has shift 2. Your items cannot be chosen, and then you can tap an item to look at the top card of your deck and either put it on the top or the bottom. Am I right? Is that right?
Yeah.
This I think is very good.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like this to protect your items. I think that's very good. For the main part, I like Aurora, and she can play a pretty cheap.
She might replace Grandma Tala.
I think she might. Yeah. Yeah, I think she might. Yeah. Is there where are we with the other stuff? Where's the legendaries? Because I am running out of time real quick. Legendary Queen. Why are they all in fucking foreign languages?
This one's good.
No, there we. This Triton, which is a 9 cost 7/9, the quest for 3. All opposing characters get -1 attack for each location you have in play. I just think it's bad.
Yep.
I just think this is bad.
Yep.
It's just.
Gantu, it's Gantu.
Yeah.
It's another pointless legendary.
Everything in this set is Gantu.
What about the Discerning King that banishes one of your items to gain 3 lore, which is 3 cost linkable 3/3?
It's cool. It probably has its own deck though. I think it's not the blue-red control. It might be like blue-red item storm or something.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's possibly a good card.
I just feel like it's something that requires you to have something else to be good.
Yeah. Another Tuk Tuk. They love this. They love Tuk Tuk cards.
It's so cute.
It's so good, but I mean, still. Dig a little deeper, which is the Sing Together. 8 cost.
It's dig through time, right?
It is dig through time. Yeah. Look at top 7 cards of your deck. Put 2 into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Significantly better than the yellow one.
Yeah.
Like just so much better than the yellow one.
The one's at least cool. That's the one upside.
Yeah, but it's 7 cost though, right? And only looks at 5. This looks at 7. And the other one you have to pick characters. This is just any 2 cards.
Yeah.
Like. This is good. The other one's bad. This one's gonna see.
I'm playing the 7 cost one and whiffing.
I know, right?
See it on the spot.
Yeah, it's just awful, right? It's just terrible. This can't whiff, like, and you can sing it with like a bunch of cards that blue uses. So.
Hamatoa can just sing it.
He can sing it on his own. Yeah. So I like dig a little deeper. Also, the song is cracking. Just there we go. Seldom They Seem is the other 2 cards.
Clean.
What?
The one above.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm just going to the other song because there's very few songs that cost less than 3, cost less than 4, and this is the other one, and it's crap. So yeah, Seldom They Seem is awful song. Glean said. Fuck's sake, why is this in it? Let me just do the thing. I'm going to have to open it in a new tab.
Banish
another card I hadn't seen yet.
Banish
phenomenal.
An action that banishes an item, gain 2 lore. 1 cost, inkable. Seems bloody stupid. Why is that so good? Like, what? That's cracked. Like,
yeah, that's like extremely good. It's really, really good in both the mirror match and in your own deck, regardless. Because when you get to the mid game, you could be like, I gain 2 lore, I win, GG's.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do a load of shit and then banish my Fishbone Quill and win the game, or I'll banish my Porpsicle for 1, play a thing, get my Porpsicle back, play it, draw a card. Like,
out the opponent's items.
Just you've got a spellbook I don't want you to have. No. Other things. So Field of Ice.
Just a heads up when we're scrolling down through Steel. Once you get halfway through, Abby, just be careful because after that it has the enchanted zone.
Okay, so we're getting up to.
Ice block's like semi-playable, but it shouldn't be.
As soon as we hit Steel, I'm going to turn the.
Ice block chosen character gets -1. Right. So very quickly through the Steel cards. Tell me to stop.
Yay, they gave the Titan. The last Titan.
The last Titan is a card and it's crap. It's a 4/1.
We all know it.
Yeah, so Ariel,
Hey,
this...
I like the Titan.
You are a maniac. I like this card, but I don't think it's very good. I just like the card. It's a bit slow.
It's
Yeah.
got a lot of hype behind it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry? Does die to Medusa.
Dies to Medusa.
Everything dies to
Only
her.
pirate in this entire set.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep.
Here he is, the only pirate. He's a Dreamborn hero pirate captain, so he does run a load of keywords that are relevant. He does protects me. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, your other characters get +1 this turn. He is actually a Dreamborn Jafar. He doesn't draw you a card, he just gains you a load of law. Instead, it's the same stats. And when he banishes things, he's Jafar.
Because of how bad the 4-drops in Steel are, he might be playable.
Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah. Shame he isn't Floodborn. That's the only thing I have to say about that. There is a cheap Hercules, a Hercules with Bodyguard and Resist +1. He's a 6/5 for 6. He is... This LeFou.
Interesting.
This...
Yeah, I don't think LeFou's good, but I think he's very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting for sure.
So during your turn, you may play this character for free if an opposing character was banished in a challenge this turn. He is a 3-cost 2/3 for 1. Why would you run him? He's just bad unless you can play him for free. So
That's your answer.
He's just bad unless you can play him for free.
Even then, you'd want to keep him in your hand just for inkables.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like a good draw engine.
It depends on the type of deck you're playing. I don't know. He's interesting. He might have some way into the meta. I don't know what it is, but
okay.
Imagine mulliganing and you just get 4 of those in your hand.
Yeah, you just
like,
feel bad, right? So Louisa Madrigal. While you have another character in play, she is a 4/4 for 3 that quests for 1.
She's worse.
Lauren's quest for 2, though.
Yeah, Lauren's quest for 2.
Worse.
Go, Lauren.
The brigade captain of the brooms is a super rare.
Mickey Mouse. We're almost there.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mickey Mouse, shift for 3, resist 1, deal damage equal to the number of brooms you have in play. Surely at some point that'll be relevant, right?
I expect so.
Right, that'll be relevant at some point, surely. Philatides! Here he is, half a goat, which is correct. He is, in fact, half a goat.
Why does his artwork look a bit different? Like, it looks more cartoony than...
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
4-cost, 3/2, inkable, quest for 2. Your hero characters gain challenger +1, but the important part, whenever you play a hero character, gain 1 law. Is this card good?
4 costs too late, I feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do I.
I still think the combo deck has some level of potential.
So do I.
I just think it's going to be good enough this set, but like I think it's almost it's just it's from the Aristocrats deck, right? From Magic. It's just all of those were 2-drops and this is a 4-drop.
Yep.
I
just think that this card at 4 is too late. I just think it's because the goat is a 4-drop itself, and then everything works around it after that. This is a 4-drop that doesn't do what the goat does, and then starts doing it later on. And I just think he needed to be a 1-cost 1/1 or something without this challenger business or something. I don't know. I just think they could have made this better. I want this to be good though. I do want this to be good because I do like it.
I've seen people do well with the deck online.
Okay.
The hero challenges deck.
That's fair.
Not the hero challenger deck, but the hero steel song.
You hold your finger over his face, he looks like a chicken breast.
Yep, he's meant to. He's Danny DeVito. So, yeah, me too. Piglet, sturdy swordsman. He's a 5-cost uninkable 3/5 that has resist 1. Quest for 3, and while you have no cards in your hand, he can challenge ready characters. I love the artwork. I love the card. Just don't think it's going to see any play.
I actually think the fact that this card is uninkable really hinders it.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it was inkable, it would be something to think about, but because it's uninkable, it's no, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I like the card. The artwork's cool.
I
Are we
love
supposed
it.
to quest with it because he's got 3 law, or are we supposed to challenge with it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you don't need the other bit. Just get rid of the challenge-ready characters and make it inkable, and it maybe sees play.
I like the art.
I love the artwork. I think the artwork is amazing. I really do. I love Piglet as a character. I love the concept of this card. Just just why it just seems like an amalgamation of make Piglet into everything that it doesn't do any of them very well. Like he does
get like a battle ready, like Winnie the Pooh. And
maybe we get all of them and then they're cool. I don't know. Let's see what else have we got. Legendary wise or super rare wise.
Avalanche is good, right?
Oh,
I don't know what it does.
Is it Avalanche that's the good one?
Oh, careful.
Yeah, it's okay. I think Abby's gone now, so I think we're good. You're not on the stream now, are you?
No, I clicked off the stream, so I
She
can't
can hear
see
us, she just
anything.
can't see.
Yeah, she just can't see. Yeah, don't say the names of the cards. But anyway, this isn't one. This is Avalanche. It's a 4-cost action that deals 1 damage to each opposing character. You may banish chosen location.
I mean, it's not a song. It's not inkable.
Yeah, sure.
It's meta dependent, but like, it's not bad.
You know, on turn 4, your opponent's not gonna have that many things that have 1 health on the board.
No,
It
or
depends what you're
that.
playing against, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Does kill plenty of the old the merfolk. It does do that. Let me see if I don't want to go too far. There we go. That's the end of that. So Thebes. Thebes. During your turn, whenever a character banishes another character in a challenge while here, gain 2 lore.
I like
This
it.
is just worse Snuggly Duckling, right?
It is a worse Snuggly Duckling, but it is.
Also, it's good for the pirate deck.
It does fit the pirate deck. It does. The wall is too expensive and just all round not very good. 4 cost.
Start the giant.
4 cost inkable, 2 to move things there, 8 doesn't gain you any lore, and your other locations can't be challenged, but just play the Queen's Castle. Just play the Queen's Castle. Oh, that's the one I had to ask you about, Mark. Here we go. RLS Legacy's Canon.
Yeah.
Is this good?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
It's
I
too
don't think
much.
it is. You're having to discard a card, tap it, and pay 2. Well, the tap it mare, but you pay 3, then pay 2, and discard a card.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you could just run Baboom, which is what it's based off, basically.
Inkable.
Yeah.
It's inkable card.
Multiple times, but it's just too much.
Yeah, too much. Fortosphere was another one. This is another.
It's good.
Yeah, so when you play this item, draw a card. Pay. It's only 1 cost and inkable. Pay 1, banish this item. Chosen character of yours gains bodyguard until the start of your next turn. I actually think you can give Lawrence bodyguard, or you can give good things bodyguard. But
give Merfolk bodyguard, so they have to go into it.
Yep. Yeah, you give one of your Merfolk bodyguard. That'd be quite funny, actually.
The red sphere is really good as well.
Which one's the red one? That's the. Let's go back.
Talosphere.
Talosphere. Let's go back up real quick.
It's towards the bottom when you get to reds.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of position.
Scroll up real quick. This will probably be the last one I look at though, because there it is.
Give Rush, I thought.
Yeah. And plus 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good as well because it will help you kill off Queen's Castles and other opposing things. So yeah, very good. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate that.
Talk, everyone.
Yes. Well, before we go, I will ask if you are new, please like, share, comment, subscribe on the YouTubes because this will be going as a VOD on YouTube. So thank you, Abby, Mark, Trico. What's your proper name? I forgot. Elliot. I did think that. Thank you, Elliot, Trico, and of course Harry, who will be joining us for the Lorcana podcast. So you'll be able to find that where you find all good podcasts and YouTube as well. But before we go, everybody, what is your favourite card from the new set? Not the best card. Your favourite card from the new set.
Oh.
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
A little one.
I'm gonna have to go with artwork, really.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Donald Duck Musketeer Soldier.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. I love that. Mark.
I like the big Mickey Mouse.
Oh yes, I like
The
that.
legendary one.
Legendary one. Nice. Yeah. And Elliot, what have you got?
Diablo. I do love his effect, but I also love his artwork. As well.
Yeah, he's up there. I am going to also go with the Pegasus. I'm going to say goodbye with.
I want to change my answer.
Oh.
Before you say bye.
Okay.
I forgot. Cricky.
Cricky.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Pegasus Cloud Racer because majestic. Shut up. I don't care. Not if you've got a bloody Lumiere in play, doesn't. Not if you've got a Lumiere in play, doesn't. This is my boy, Majestic Cloud Racer Pegasus. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all very, very much. I will speak to you all again soon. We'll hopefully be playing some games with the new cards on Friday, if we can get Lorcana to Pixelborn to not crash and fall apart on everything. Are any of you joining me for games on Friday?
I'm a possible.
You're a possible?
Maybe.
Maybe. Everybody's a maybe. Well, I'll be here anyway. 7 till 10. Take care, guys. Have fun. I love you all very much. I'm going to shut this bit down. Then I'm going to move this thing to that bit, like that. The mic's still on, so everyone can still hear us. So I'm doing that. That's all fantastic. Right. Thank you, guys. I love you all. I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're off on stream. Oh yeah. It won't be until they've already said it's not going to be after until after the Lil event at the earliest, and that's probably going to be more so the tickets rather than the judging for it. Oh, wait, no, so Bologna. So yeah, Bologna, not Bochum. Sorry. So yeah, so Bologna. So for instance, they've already done and closed the Bochum judge thing. So Bologna will be maybe like a month, 2 weeks.